Cool. And I'm gonna actually pop this onto your map. I have to remember to show all these things. All right. All right. So Ferran, you head over to Endermath Orchard, which is on the map now, if you can see it. And you kind of come over the hill and you see it is indeed an orchard. Lots of different fruit trees. You see Duran out there, kind of like looks like he's tending to some of the trees out there, and Athtar is helping him. And they see you kind of approaching and wave. He says, "Ferran, come on out. Good to see you."
Hello there. How goes it?
It goes well. Got Athtar just helping me here, and the boy comes over to give you like a high five or, fist bump type thing. And he says, yeah, so I've got some info for you about the old owl well. And I was going to tell you about that the other day, but you were a little preoccupied.
I'm glad to see the boy has a strong sense of work ethic.
He does. I've been training him a little bit as a ranger in the ways of forest, and also just some general farming stuff. I've been working my orchard here for a while.
Good.
The old owl well. So, I don't know if you've been out there yet, but we do have some reports that there have been some undead in the area. Have you traveled out there recently?
Yes, I actually went out there with my party, and I was able to disguise myself as Glassstaff and talk to the necromancer out there. We didn't get much from him, but he did want us to take care of the orcs, same as the town. So, not sure entirely what he's all about.
Oh, he raises his eyebrows when you mention a necromancer and says, "Oh, I was not aware that anybody was out there, but I had heard that there were, undead occasionally harassing nearby, travelers out there. And I do know that the ruins are actually kind of an old watchtower from an ancient magical empire known as the Netheril. There may be some like dormant, magic there. I realize you are of the arcane persuasion and might be interested in what you could find there. But if there is a necromancer there, you would clearly have to deal with him first. We don't get too many of those around here. Not that often, anyway. So that sounds like could be challenging.
John, from your sorcerer background, you would recognize Netheril, and you would know you wouldn't want a Theron messing around with Netheril ruins.
Wouldn't want to hear what?
The mage is a Theron, like he's from Tyr.
Okay.
And the Netheril ruins would not be something you would want to just let him mess with, especially with your son nearby.
Gotcha. Sounds interesting. I will potentially have to take care of this with my party, and yeah, I'm not sure about this necromancer hanging about this area. He did sound a little shady when we first talked to him, but yeah, he might have been a little unsure about me and my disguise, but now I'm unsure about him.
All right. Wait, say again. Sorry, I missed that last part. I was distracted.
I was telling Darren that the area could be of use to me, and that the necromancer could be unsure about me when I was in my disguise, but now I'm a little unsure about him upon hearing about the true nature of the ruins.
Well, the magic is indeed probably dangerous if it is part of that old empire. That's about all I know at this point. He tells you, but so just be careful and make sure you're prepared if you do investigate. Yeah, thanks for going to check it out. If you do, I'm always interested in the goings on around here.
Thank you very much for the information, and then I'll go to join the rest of the party to talk to Sildar.
Cool. All right. So you guys meet back up at the inn and head over to the Townmaster's Hall. Let's see here. All right. So, cool. So you guys go up and knock on the door. The Townmaster's Hall is kind of a fairly tall building, a couple stories. Let me pull up some notes here. It's got kind of like sturdy stone walls, pitched wooden roof. It's got a bell tower at the back. And ironically, posted on the board next to the front door is a notice written in common, and it reads, "Reward! Orcs near Wyvern Tor. Those of a mind to face the orc menace should inquire within." The notice bears the town seal and kind of a scribbled signature on it. As you guys knock on the door, you see a slot open in the door, whoosh, and you see some eyes like peer through the slot, and you hear kind of a grumbling like, and the door kind of clicks and opens, and before you see kind of a pompous-looking, fat, old guy, and he says, "Oh, who are you? I am Harbin Wester, town master. What can I do for you?"
We were sent by Sildar, and then I turn back to my accompaniment and be like, "You guys, we should really come up with some kind of name to describe all of us together. It would be really helpful."
Oh, you mean like a team name?
Yes, like a team name. But anyways, Sildar seeks a party with us, and he has information that we, as of right now.
Okay.
So I immediately become like completely infatuated with the idea of having a team name, and so I kind of like, get lost in thought on this idea.
Okay. So he, the town master Harbin, kind of, and I'll show you guys a picture. He kind of looks over the party, kind of like a little, arrogantly, and he looks at sort of Oratir in the back and grimaces a little bit and says, "Well, very well, come in." And he says, "You did deal with the orcs, though, and I am indebted to you for that." And he says, "There has been a reward out for that for some time." So he counts out to you 100 gold pieces to split between the three of you.
Holla.
Make it
More money.
I'll take 33.
More money.
I'll take 33.
Let's see.
I have to load my character.
Yeah, everything's running a little slow here on these pop-ups.
Yeah.
So, and you guys see Sildar's kind of, so Harbin's, you go into the town hall, you see Harbin's got kind of a desk set up on one side, and kind of like immediately across from him, facing him is like Sildar's, like now sort of makeshift desk set up, and they're sort of like at all, the desks are sort of like facing each other, and he kind of grunts over to Sildar and says, "Your boys are here." And you guys see Sildar stand up, and he looks like he was like writing some correspondence or something at his desk. And he stands up and says, hello. Well, come on in. Can't thank you enough for what you've done for this town already. The Lord's Alliance was greatly indebted to you. And he says, there's no lack of work to be done around here if we're to establish a foothold here. He says, have you learned anything about Cragma Castle yet?
Oh, the dream team. I kind of say as I'm, still thinking of team names. Sorry.
There's not much that we've learned of Cragma Castle. We know of existence. We know Gundren's there.
He says, "What? Gundren's there? How did you come by this information?"
Did we?
It was the hobgoblins, I think, on the road that you met.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Yeah.
We questioned him very threateningly.
We're on our way to the woods to talk to a spirit, and we happened upon some hobgoblins that were ordered to take us to their castle. One of them happened to tell us.
Ah, he says, "Oh, this is very interesting."
Yeah, we asked nicely, kind of, you know, twiddling
He
my
looks
thumbs
at
behind my back.
looks at Jinsey as you like twiddle your knife. And he says, "I have no doubts." And then he says, "Well, there's a 500 gold piece reward in it for you if you can locate the castle. We're at the point now, kind of with establishing our foothold here, and we need to get Gundren back. We need to figure out what's just going on in general in this area. And you know, your party has already been extremely instrumental in helping us establish a foothold here. Also, have you heard anything about Yarno yet? I know you were looking for him."
Nothing.
Yarno.
Oh, did we lose him?
We may have lost him.
We may have lost him.
Is he whispering into his mic, like trying to do like the side hand thing?
I don't know.
He's like,
He's trying to tell just one of us.
just you guys in the mic and not anyone else in the room.
Is
This is one. This is one of those perception rolls where only one person gets to know what's going on. Oh
Nope,
wait, he's
nope.
back.
Hey, there he is.
Hey, all right. What was the last thing you heard?
Yarno.
Yarno.
is-
That was
Okay, Yarno. So Yarno is Glassstaff. That's what you guys learned, as you, if you remember. I
Oh,
don't know if you guys picked up on that, but that was
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Oh, is that guy with the glass staff?
Yeah, he looks at you kind of curiously and says, "Where did you encounter him?"
Oh, we don't. Yeah. About that.
Funny story.
He's dead.
He kind of sits down in his chair for a second and says, "Dead? What? You must tell me what happened."
Well, we were in a dark place, not,
You know of the
metaphorically.
Tressendor Caverns. Ruin.
Yes, the manor.
The manor, yeah. Well, that's where apparently Glassstaff like to reside, and we may have captured him and killed him.
Yeah, there was a bunch of dudes in red capes, and it was actually really cool. We went undercover, and I just kind of start like rambling about what happened. In the background is for
There was a rat, and there was a guy running.
And then me and Oratir kind of face each other, and we're just like, getting really excited, recalling all the deaths that we had, caused.
So as you're relaying this information and just recounting the gory details, you see him just like sitting at his desk with like his brow furrowed and just like shaking his head like, "Oh, this is very bad." He says, "Well, it sounds like Yarno may have taken up with the Red Brands or something happened, and it seems like he is not who I thought he was." You say, is his body still at the manor?
Moving in anywhere.
That's where we left it.
Hmm.
But anyways, I stabbed a
But
dude
he
in the
was
ass,
fully clothed when
and
we
then
left him.
and then I died, and then I came back to life. Like, it was crazy.
So he,
I reiterate, fully clothed.
he gives you an odd look and snaps his fingers over at Harbin sitting on the other desk at the other side and says, "Send some men to investigate." And Harbin just like gives him this like death stare and just like goes and walks outside to find somebody to go check out the manor.
Can we ask Sildar if he's learned anything else in his time of being, freed about the Black Spider?
He says, I haven't heard anything specific, but the fact that you say Yarno was leading the Red Brands, or so it seems, that is a very big clue as to what's happening here. But I will need to find out what I can find from Tressendar Manor before I can tell you more information. However, the fact that you know, or you think you know, that Gundren is at Cragma is also a big clue, and I need you to try to find that castle and see if you can get him back with as much haste as possible. I mean, he has been there now for days, and his life may be very much in the balance if he's not already dead.
What's a couple? Yes.
So do you work for the Lord's Alliance or do you work for Gungeon?
I work for the Lord's Alliance, but the Lord's Alliance and Gundren's endeavors are very much aligned. And the Gundren has an understanding with the Lord's Alliance.
Interesting.
What kind of an understanding?
Well, we are looking to make this area habitable for more good folk like yourselves to come in and settle here. And we need to stabilize the region. We need to make sure this is a place that people can come and not be killed and, have their homes ransacked and, a place where they can profit from the whatever they bring back from the mines. So,
and have the best night of their life with random barmaidens?
Indeed, and he laughs at you a little bit.
I kind of exchange a glance with Jinzi, and I'm like,
you know what?
We like it where there's lots of orcs.
You know me.
I hear a business opportunity, guys. We need to open up a little something.
He says,
yes, Pharaoh, we know you want to open a brothel.
I'm just saying, we could make some that passive income. I hear it's quite well.
You've got the cane, we know. I've got the cloak.
Sildar looks at you guys and says, "I'm sure that can be arranged. Do you have a place in mind?"
There seems to be a really nice area open on Town Green that we can it's just plenty of area.
Yeah, he thinks for a second. He says, "Well, maybe not the Town Green, but perhaps there's another location we can find for a business of that persuasion."
I look at the rest of the group. It's like, I have a place in mind. Thinking of the sleeping giant that we legally obtained.
We just so happened to do some business.
We happen to have a piece of property already.
Indeed. Well, when you figure out what you want to do, come back, and I'm sure Harbin will be glad to accommodate you. By this time, Harbin's come back in, and he's like sitting at his desk, just glaring at all of you. Clearly not happy with sort of Sildar rolling in and taking over leadership.
Well, we were just on our way, right, guys?
Yeah, what's his problem?
I want to look at I look at Jinzi and like the Mighty Three.
We all do a high five in the air as we jump together.
we do not do that.
I shake my head and come to reality as I'm the only one that's jumping in the air waiting for a high five.
Knuckle puck.
Flying bee.
Oh god.
There's a new Disney Plus series about that too.
That's awesome.
Nice.
I have to check that out.
Nice.
So before you guys leave, Sildar also tells you that, he encourages you to keep clearing out the area if you can, go back to the Cragma hideout if you can, and take those guys out. And then he also says, if you find Gundren, you'll probably be able to find the location of Wave Echo Cave. That's just a gut feeling, but they may have the map that he was carrying if they have him. And whoever is behind all of this black spider, perhaps that you speak of, if he has the map, he probably knows the location of the cave. So, if at all possible, make haste.
Roger.
And with that, he goes back to his correspondence.
So, Gundren still owes us 10 gold.
Gundren is not even saved.
So, we need to save Gundren to get our 10 gold.
Yes.
And
apparently...
And we get to kill people in order to save Gundren, right?
That goes without saying.
I'm in. So we're going to save Gundren?
Although it's people.
Look, as long as the bad people, it doesn't matter.
Do we have a map at this point, Josh? When in character we have a map?
We have this.
You have the map that you're looking at now on
Okay.
420. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. So it looks like Cragma Castle is somewhere in the woods, so we have to find that, but we know where the hideout is. And maybe we can get a better position for it from the bugbear at the hideout. Assuming he's still there.
Immediately when he says this, Jinzy's eyes just start to like glaze over at the thought of, you know, the state of where we left the hideout and the chest that we didn't get to open, and he just starts like, you know, slowly drooping and staring and salivating over the idea, and just slowly he's like, I'm in. Let's go to the hideout.
Be a good test for this axe. I'm in.
Ferran was like, well, we had that weird necromancer encounter, but he might be fine for now. I'm fine with going back to the house.
All right.
Woo!
You guys want to do anything else before you leave?
We've had our long rest.
Yep.
Do we need to do anything to counteract the hangover?
Negatory. At
Okay.
this point, you've spent about an hour. You've had your breakfast. You know, you're still not feeling 100%, but you've got all your hit points, so that's what matters.
Cool. I guess I'm ready to head out.
All right.
Do it.
On the road again. All right, so you guys head out on the trail with your 3 horses. Did you want to take your goblin friend with you?
That's a good
Oh,
question.
yeah.
I forgot about him.
Hell yeah. He goes with me everywhere.
All right, Droop. Droop was his
Yes!
name.
What's
All
his
right.
land speed if you're riding him?
His land speed. That would be 30 feet. Maybe 20.
Nah, you throw him over the butt of the horse, he's fine.
What'd they do?
We're eating lots of cheese.
Uh-oh. No.
I gotta go upstairs. Because they're just like all about everything.
Still in the morning, about 10
Both of them
a.m.
shirtless for some reason.
Actually, it's closer to noon now because you guys woke up at 11. I forgot I said that.
Right. Yeah.
So it's about noon, but you make your way over to the sort of the dead horse spot in the trail. At this point, the horses have been kind of devoured by who knows what,
Ooh.
and there's just some bones left. You don't see any new wrecks or of like caravans or anything else that has been ambushed here since you guys had passed through a few days before. And you kind of hop back on the trail, back to the Cragma hideout.
On the road again.
All right.
Just can't wait to get on the road again.
So you guys know the way at this point. You know that where the traps are, and as you go back, you do notice that the traps have been reset.
Whoa.
So somebody's been busy. Let's see here, and let me check, make sure I got this set up right before you guys hop in.
Do we need to do any kind of checks for the traps, or since we know where they are?
No, you know where they
Okay.
are. And you don't find any additional ones as you go back through. Let's see here.
Did everyone reset their stats
Yes.
in their name? Ryan,
Oh, I
did you?
have not. I mean, do you want me to put my name to my actual name? Is that what you're talking about?
No. Like
In the bottom.
I have my AC and my HP and all that.
And that's a little fluid, like, Ferran has mage armor and stuff and some other things. So if your AC is higher than what it is there, just let me know.
Yeah.
When we're doing checks.
I mean, I was mostly thinking about HP, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, HP might be a little.
Mine's fixed, but I want to make sure everyone else did theirs too.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, let me just grab my notes for the hideout again. All right. Got this guy. This guy. Wait. Where is that guy? That guy. Get all my notes. Oh, Sildar did mention to you, Oratir, also that he found a buyer for your weapon.
Oh, very nice.
And he said he could get you. He said he had to check through some of his contacts in the Lord's Alliance, but magic items are, there are interested collectors and other people with money, and he said he could get you 250 gold for it.
I'm down with that. I will sell it for 250 gold.
All right. So you can pop back in once you guys get back.
Yeah.
Let me pick that up.
Come on.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
Doggos are taking over.
Come on.
Bailey's there too. Look at that. Bailey's just like, you're not talking to me, right?
No, Dad, no.
Yeah, they're being
Not the cage.
they're being highly annoying tonight.
Not my gumdrop buttons.
All
right.
Trying to turn off the TV in the background.
John just disappeared. Hopefully bio break.
You're a monster.
There we go. That's the John we know and love.
You're a monster.
Oh, they knocked over June's wine.
He pointed at that like the Techno Viking. That was great.
Techno Viking. Bring it back.
It's getting weird.
All right, I'm back.
Time to
All
fuck
right.
it up.
All right, you guys make your way back. You approach the now familiar entrance to Cragma Hideout, and you see that the door is closed.
All right. I guess we need to approach this kind of the same way. I'm gonna go up here into the bushes and hide.
I'm gonna assume that they're gonna reset. Why am I talking like we're I'm assuming that they reset their lookouts outside.
Okay.
So I'm gonna stealthily approach.
All right, sounds good.
Do I need to do
Go ahead and roll for stealth. Yep. Actually, everybody, go ahead and make a stealth roll if you're gonna just generally like approach stealthily.
That sounds about right.
All right.
I am not very stealthy. I'm sorry.
Neither am I.
I'm stealthy as fuck.
Yeah.
Love it.
Jinzy's carrying the party here. All right, so you guys are able to approach without making too much noise, and you see the doors shut. You do remember the magical incantation from the, that the last goblin kind of gave you to open the door. All right, Oratir, as you peek around the corner over here, you notice that there's no sentry this time around.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna open the door.
All right. Yeah, you press your hand to the door, speak the words in Goblin, and as before, the door slides open with a grinding sound, and it is now open. This time, as you open the door, you don't hear the snapping of wolves that were in sort of chamber over on this side, and you do hear more general background noise, however. You hear the rushing of the stream, but you also hear what sounds like potentially more voices than you heard last time when you entered.
Jinzy, can you go take a look again to see if
Yeah.
anything changed in the main chamber?
Yeah.
All right. As Jinzy's walking up, you guys are going over there first? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and make a athletics check as you're trying to crawl up the chimney again.
I want to try to help him, like boost him up.
Okay, do it with advantage then. Okay, 17 then. So you're able to scramble up without making too much noise. And as you peek in, you see Clarg is indeed there, the bugbear that you saw last time. With him this time, though, you also see two hobgoblins around the campfire with him, and they're in the middle of enjoying what looks like a lunch of some kind. But that particular chamber doesn't look that different. There's just some different... Looks like they may have called for some reinforcements.
Ah.
Jinzy relays this to us.
Yeah. So there's a big baddie, there's a smaller baddie, and there's a couple of smaller baddies, like goblins. and some fur balls. Yeah, it looks
That
pretty hairy.
doesn't sound too bad.
I thought I saw something in the other room, but I couldn't make out quite what it was.
So,
Okay.
just want to have a quick question before we go on. Ryan and I had a discussion about this earlier, but flaming sphere, if I put that in an area where the entire corridor is only 5 feet, does that prevent other enemies from coming through, or if they come through, do they take damage?
I'll say if they come through, they have to take damage. It's it's flames. It's not like a physical. It's not a physical barrier, so they can technically walk through it if they have the inclination to do so. That might deter them from trying to come through a narrow passage.
Okay. Yeah. That's what we were curious about.
depending on the type of enemy you're fighting. Some enemies may be more intimidated by that than others.
It's sort of like an attack of opportunity, but moving into the space.
Yeah, they will have to make I think that particular one, they
sure.
have to make a save to see if they get damaged or not. So, the tougher enemies may just try to weather it and like jump through if it's blocking their passage, but
Gotcha.
maybe the wimpier ones won't.
Cool. Just want to confirm that before we go
Yeah,
on.
absolutely.
Jinsey, remember they had a goblin lookout on that bridge.
Yeah.
Can you check for it?
Yes, I can.
All right, as you're making your way up there, you do indeed see that there is a goblin who looks significantly more alert this time than last time when he was kind of like picking his fingernails and, hanging out with his back towards you. There's also a wolf on the bridge that you see, kind of patrolling up there with the goblin. And you should be able to see them on the token layer.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he probably can, but we can't yet.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I can see him.
Not around this corner.
Yeah. So, kind of want to step back and use my. I want to use my what is it? Illusion spell, minor illusion.
Okay.
And I'm going to create a sound, and basically, I kind of turn and say to the group, "Hey guys, I'm going to make a sound and lure him this way, so we can take him out."
All right, let me check something real quick. You can, go ahead and do that. What kind of spell or what kind of sound do you want to make?
I want to make a sound kind of like a goblin sound that's saying, like, enemies over here.
Gotcha. All right, let me do.
Although I could have gone with my mating call again.
I was gonna say, can you get your slave to do that?
As you're, you guys are talking amongst yourselves, trying to figure out what to cast. You see the wolf on the bridge, like sniffing the air.
Uh-oh.
I told you smell bad, Jinsey.
I mean, she was worth it. Referring to the barmaiden.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. The dog is sniffing. What should we do?
Make your sound.
Okay, I make the sound.
All right, tell me, put a marker or put a ping where you want the location to be.
About right here.
Okay. And what? It's a goblin sound again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. All right. And are you guys trying to hide in that room, or are you just gonna kind of stand at the entrance there?
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah, I'm back to.
Yeah, I would say we're gonna like hide in this room and kind of lure him away so we can take him out.
Do a spell.
Okay, got it. Okay, yeah, you guys are still stealth at this point. You haven't, like, based on your previous roll, nobody's noticed you. You notice as Jinsey, as you're going to hide in the room, that the wolf perked up their ears when the goblin sound's being made, and you hear sort of noises stop for a minute as like the echoing sound kind of bounces around in the cavern, and then you start to hear some scuffling of movement, and you see the goblin coming down, you see the wolf coming down, and the goblin's kind of like got the wolf on like a short leash, And you also see, it sounds like there's some more footsteps behind them coming down.
Do we see that or do we hear it?
You hear it because you guys are around the corner at this point.
Yeah.
It sounds like we pulled more than we anticipated. Should we make a break for it?
No, I think this is the perfect spot to ambush them.
Ooh,
All right.
Does sound like hot take.
Okay.
What's that? Okay. All right. So yeah, as you guys are hanging out there, you see the wolf like stick his head around the corner, and he sees you, Oratir, and just starts barking furiously, and he lunges to attack you. And quickly on his heels, you see a whole bunch of other goblins and a hobgoblin coming down the hallway.
Good.
All right. So go ahead and roll for initiative, everybody.
Oh crap. Oh, I had my guy selected. Oh, you didn't?
No, I mean, I think you had an 18, right?
I mean, I see your initiative. I don't know if it.
I didn't have my thing selected.
Crap.
I can put it. I'll put it in
Yeah.
there.
It didn't show up in the turn already.
All right. Let's see. How many goblins is that? 1, 2, 3.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on.
I like how when we're like, oh, I rolled a 5, but I didn't select my token. Let me roll again. Otherwise, it's like, oh, I rolled an
Let's see
18,
here.
but
So I got
Yeah.
this guy. Make sure I got everybody here.
We have advantage, John, okay? Leave it alone.
All right. I think I got everyone. Cool.
Ryan, what do you have in that little fridge
Behind me?
behind you? Yeah.
It's probably zeros at the moment, but I did just get some watermelon monsters that I'm going to
Oh snap!
Very nice.
be loading up
All
here
right.
soon.
Let me get some. All right. So, first turn, you see a goblin charge around the corner, sword drawn. He says, "Ah! I found them. They're here!" And he charges in, and he goes for you, Oratir. Let's see.
As
He's
you
got enough
should.
movement to make there. All right. He's gonna take a swipe with his scimitar, and he gets 19 to hit,
That
and
hit.
does 4 slashing damage.
Cool.
Aha! All right. He also has a little bit of movement left, so he's going to move in here. The next goblin comes down.
Wait,
What's up?
I guess he could fit. Okay.
Yeah, he can go through diagonal. Yep.
No, I was thinking that there was something in that space, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's just the background. Let's see here. So, the next goblin comes up and attacks. Let's see. Jinzi, scimitar, 17 to hit.
Yep.
All right, 5 slashing damage. So the goblins, these little speedy goblins, got pretty good initiative, so they're all charging in. The next goblin runs up, and he's just able to like cram himself in the entrance. Like the entrance to this room is not huge, but like between him and the wolf sort of standing there, and all these goblins like running in, they're not very big creatures, so they just kind of pile up in onto each other. And he attacks you, Oratir. Let's see, for 13, which I'm pretty sure misses.
It does miss.
All right, Jinzi, you're up.
Cool. So I'm gonna use my sneak attack, and I'm gonna attack this guy above me.
Okay.
And let's see, the sneak attack. So let's do the short sword.
Some combat music here.
Alright, so the 20 hits.
Yes, 20 definitely hits. There we go.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, so you take him out in one hit. How does he go down?
So I stab him once in the side of his leg. He goes down to his knee. I remove my blade and do a spin and basically ram it through his from his back to through his chest.
Ah! It goes down with a hideous cry. All right. Anything else you want to do, Jinzi?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action. disengage in my bonus action, I believe, with my.
Yes,
cunning
you can
action.
disengage. Yep, with
Yeah.
your cunning
So,
action.
I'm gonna disengage and
Mhm.
then kind of move up here.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, Veron.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to. Let's see. Both. I can see basically. Yeah. The wolf and this guy, right? And, well,
And the guy in front of him. Yep.
maybe this guy is there. Yeah.
You can
So
you
I'm
can
gonna-
hit all three of those guys. Yep.
I'm gonna use a sorcerer point, and use twin spell,
All right. for it.
and I'm going to cast firebolt on the wolf and this guy.
Okay.
This
do
is
the
for
first one?
the wolf,
That hits.
and then I do
for
for the
damage?
goblin.
The goblin. That one misses.
Okay.
Pings off his armor.
So
All
there's
right,
for
so-
the damage for the wolf.
Nice. And let me check the wolf's HP real quick.
Man, that's like the best I can get, right? Yeah, that's 1d10.
All right. Oh man. So the firebolt slams into the wolf, like burns most of his fur off, and you just hear him like cry out, and he like topples over for a second and like kind of hobbles back up to his feet. Looks like he's in pretty rough shape. Oops. All right. Cool. Anything else?
That's it for me for now.
All right. Ortier.
So I'm gonna rage,
All right. Rage it up.
but I'm not gonna frenzy.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm going to attack the goblin next to me.
All right. Go for it.
I'm guessing a 15.
That hits. Yep.
Okay.
Boom.
All right. He goes down. How does he die?
I just hack my axe down diagonally and take him across the chest. Cave
Nice.
his chest in, and he just kind of falls backwards with a cry.
All right. Was he this guy or this guy?
This guy.
All right. Mark him as dead. Nice. First slam of the battle axe. Goblin just crumples under it.
And
Okay.
I just roar at them afterwards.
All right.
Pillow my cape.
Nice. All right. Anything else you want to do?
That's it.
All right. All right. The wolf takes a snarling bite at you. Let's see. All right. He actually has advantage because of pack tactics, because he's fighting with his buddies. And he gets a 13 to hit, which probably doesn't hit.
Nope.
All right. So he snarls and bites at you and then like runs around you. And I'm actually just going to delete this corpse. So he runs around you and starts going for Jinzi. And that's his turn.
Is that not a obstacle? in
It
that
is
sport?
not.
Oh.
Nope. I mean, the guy's laying on the ground and the wolf can easily run over his dead body.
I think
Well,
he's talking about the
it's
pillar.
blocking. Yeah, the pillar's blocking light.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me
Perhaps.
look at the... Oh, you're right. I didn't actually notice that. My bad.
That's what I was asking about earlier.
All right, he's gonna go. Actually, he's just gonna run in here then. All right. Actually, he's gonna go for Ferran. So go ahead, Ortier, take a opportunity attack on him with your reaction. All right, that hits.
Oh,
Shazam.
Nice. So as he runs past you, you kind of catch him, and he's already doing pretty bad, and you just like obliterate him as he basically tries to make a dash for Ferran behind you.
Woo, woo.
All right,
Nice.
nice move. All right, next up is you see a hobgoblin charge around the corner, and he kind of tries to get around you, Oratier, and take a swipe at you. And let's see here. All right, so he's got a long sword out, and he
Will he have
swings it.
advantage?
He actually has a special ability called Martial Advantage,
Uh-huh.
because
I'm just asking. You don't have to explain it to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he does in this case, basically.
Okay.
It's not actually advantage. He just does extra damage. All right, so he takes a two-handed attack on you. Let's see. And he misses. Wow, these rolls are terrible. All right. Whoosh. So yeah, his sword actually like hits the pillar between Oratir and Jinzi, and sort of glances off of that, and so he completely misses with his two-handed swing. He yells out in frustration. Yeah. All right. Next, he's dead. All right. This little goblin next to you is gonna charge in over the dead corpse of his buddy.
This little goblin of mine.
It's just like goblins stacked up on each other's corpses at this point. He does a scimitar attack against you and gets a 10, which misses.
Yep.
And he does a nimble escape and like disengages and goes over and runs around to Frone. All right, with the rest of his movement. That's a special goblin ability.
Gotcha.
All right. Jinzi, you're up.
Cool. I'm going to run over. Can I fit in the square right here?
Yeah. Yep, that's fine.
Cool. I'm gonna run over. Again, so since he's standing next to front, I can use my sneak attack again. And at this point, I don't remember if for Dagger of Venom, I think I can apply the poison as an action. There we go. You can use an action to cause thick blade poison remains for 1 minute or until attack uses weapon. Oh yeah, okay.
Do you think we need that in this fight, or do you
No,
think?
I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna attack this goblin right here with my short sword.
Gotcha.
Go for it. All right. Do you have advantage on that one?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yes. Okay, so that hits. Roll for damage. Nice. Tell me how he goes down.
So basically, as he moves next to Frone and goes, has his hand in the air to attack him, I just run my short sword through the back of his neck, and
Nice.
All Frone sees is a sword just all of a sudden appear through his neck, and then release as the goblin falls to the ground.
Nice. The goblin's leaping for Verone, and you hear him go, ah! As he charges, and it's just like, ah! As like the sword pierces through him. All right. Anything else you want to do, Jinzi?
Nope, that's it for me.
Cool. All right. Oratir, you're up.
Do I have to? All right, I'm gonna.
I mean, you don't have to.
Frone, you stay out of this, okay?
You can
All right.
defer until later.
I'm going to attack the Hobgoblin.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna roar at him and then just swing my axe in like an overhead shot.
Nice. Go for it.
I don't think I hit him.
No, that in fact he's pretty. You notice he's pretty armored up. He has a shield actually, and he's wearing chainmail, and he easily just like deflects that off of his shield and says, "Is that all you got?"
Oh, it's gonna be like that. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be like that.
It'd
All right.
be like that. Yo.
What else you want to do, Oratir?
That's it.
He says, "Yimik's got a score to settle with you."
Yimik's got a score to settle with you.
All right, Farhan, you're up.
All right. I'm going to. I feel like that doesn't matter as much. I'm going to cast a firebolt at the Hobgoblin.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
Let's see. That unfortunately misses. Yeah. You don't have advantage, just because you're not like immediately next to him. Even though, yeah, for firebolt that would just even out because of the disadvantage. But anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, that misses. All right. Anything else you want to do?
Nope.
All right. All right. The wolf's down. All right. Next up, another goblin charges around the corner. Let's see. He's gonna try to. He's trying to flank you, Oratir, but can't really get to it. So he's just gonna attack. And let's see. He's actually gonna come over. So he kind of stands back in the stream and goes for a short bow attack. And that's 15 to hit.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. Ping! The arrow glances off of your heavy-duty half plate. All right. Next up, the goblin that taunted you is gonna make an attack
Sorry.
again.
All right.
And he swings his longsword two-handed again and gets a crit at 23. Whoosh. So he is clearly pretty mad at you, and he kind of, he's heard about you at this point and what you guys did here last time, and he gets a 15 points of damage, which is half to 7, because you're raging.
I am raging.
Whoosh. He comes down on your shoulder, and it like embeds in your armor, and definitely draws blood. But you are still in very good shape overall.
I just laugh at him.
All right. Let's see. Next up, you hear more clattering from the hallway, and you see the hobgoblin that you guys have encountered before, Yemek, and you recognize him. And he comes around the corner and sees the party and says, "I knew they'd be back." And since you're in the front oratier, he's going to take a swing at you. He says, "We're ready for you this time." All right. And he misses very badly.
Apparently, you're not ready for us this time.
So as he swings his longsword at you, you kind of shove back with your plate and just like deflect it off of your arm. All right. Little goblin in the back is dead. Jinzi, you're up. What do you want to do?
Yeah, so I'm going to basically dart over to, let's see, yeah. I'm going to move right here so we can get advantage on this guy. But I'm also able to use my sneak attack, so that's kind of redundant. But then
You have to get closer to get advantage.
Wait,
what?
Oh, never mind. I was looking at the wrong token. My bad.
Okay. Yeah, and then I'm just going to attack him with my short sword.
All right, nice. Go for it. All right, that does not hit. You do have the you are dual wielding, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can attack with my dagger of venom.
Yeah. That definitely hits. All right, are you using the poison?
I thought you had to use an action to coat it first, unless you just.
I think you do. Yeah.
Yeah. So
you're right.
no poison.
Okay. That wasn't a nat 20, was it? Let's see.
No, it's
No.
not.
That was not.
It would
okay,
be
it was a
green.
14.
Mhm.
Gotcha. All right. I mean, you still do a ton of damage to him. So that's 20, I think, total, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 12 plus 8. All right. So you slam your dagger into his back, and he pierces through the armor, and you see blood squirting out, and he is in pretty rough shape. All right.
And that's it for me.
All right. Very nice. Ortier.
I'm gonna attack this guy again.
Okay. Nice. That definitely hits. Wow, dual 23s. All right.
Oh.
How does he go down?
So I swing back at him like down, up to down.
Okay.
He tries to catch it with his shield, and it just caves his shield in.
Nice.
Puts him back down onto the ground, and then straight into his chest through everything.
Now the axe embeds in his chest, and he just looks at you with hate-filled eyes. It's like, you see the light go out of his eyes, and he collapses to the floor with your axe like embedded in his chest. And you hear Yemek like yell out behind you as you're dispatching him.
Your turn, little hobgoblin.
All right. What else, swords here?
Let me open up my quick reference because that makes this so much easier.
Cool.
Yeah, I can't really do anything else, so
Okay.
I'll just leave it at that.
All right, Ferron, you're up.
Alright, so how tall is the cavern that we're in?
I think the ceiling is more than 10 feet for sure. I have to go back and check. We'll say it's about 15.
That's all right. All right. So I'm gonna cast Levitate.
Okay.
Hobgoblin.
Okay, go ahead and put that in chat. I think he can potentially make a save if he doesn't want
Yeah,
to be
it's a
levitated.
constant saving throw.
Okay, very nice. And what's your DC? 14? Okay.
Oh yeah, 14.
All right, let me do that real quick. Come on. He gets a 16, so he does save. So you reach out and try to levitate, and you see him like lift an inch off the ground, and then he just kind of squirms and like grabs onto the wall next to him and just forces himself back onto the ground. And he says, "I see you, spellcaster." All right.
You're looking away from me, boy.
Anything else for him?
Yeah, that's the only thing I can do. Yeah, I'm already far enough away. Yeah, that's the only thing I can do.
Okay. All right. This goblin's gonna fire his short bow again at Oratir. 20 to hit,
Yeah, that hits.
and he does 8 piercing damage. So he fires off his short bow, like thuds through your armor into your leg, and it's just kind of sticking there.
Okay.
He says, "Ha!" All right. That guy's dead. All right. Yimik takes a swing at you. Let's see. Another two-handed swing. And he gets a 15 to hit, which I think misses, right?
And this is, yep.
All right. You deflect yet another blow from Yimik as he's just like becoming more and more enraged as he's unable to hit you.
Hey, rage is my thing. Calm down.
Cool. So he's done. Jinzi, you're back up.
Cool. So I'm going to use my short bow.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm gonna move over here and I'm gonna attack this asshole.
Okay, go for it.
And with my dual wielding, so we'll do my short sword first.
That hits. Go ahead and roll for damage. All right. I was at 15. All right. So you do a short sword slice as he's focused on Oratir and draw blood. And that was a pretty good hit. So he did not see that coming and is looking pretty rough. All right. And- oh, man. All right. Well, with the dagger of venom strikes again. You don't get the... Go ahead and roll for damage, but you don't get the bonus because it's the second attack. But that is plenty to take him out. So go ahead and tell me how he goes down.
I race up to him and I jam my short sword through his knee. And then I leap on top of my short sword and jump up in the air, coming down on his head and jamming my dagger venom into his eye.
You just like hear the eye just kind of explode in its socket as your dagger just like pierces it. And he says, "Curse you!" and just kind of like crumples to the ground as the two goblins, the two regular goblins behind him start like looking a bit terrified. So just took out their boss. All right.
Ready for us.
I slowly remove my dagger and short sword as I'm kind of heavily breathing, and I just kind of give them an intimidating stare.
Nice. Go ahead and make an intimidation check. All right, we'll say it's with advantage since you just killed their boss. So with that, let's see who's up next. Actually, I think I'm missing one. Hold on, I'm missing one of these guys from the turn order.
Yeah, I've been wondering about this guy right here.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of them. I think I missed him. All right, so we're gonna say he's gonna go next because since we missed him, so he takes off after he sees Yimik go down and starts running for the back of the cave. Let's see, 1, 2. All right, so he's gonna make it to about here. All right, and the other guy. Let's see.
Wait, the other guy goes before me too?
No, you're going to go next, but if he gets a chance, he's going to run. All right, go for it. You're up, Ortier.
All right, I'm going to move up here and just try to smash down on the last goblin left.
That definitely hits. 18. All right. If we did unconscious for enemies, that was enough to double his hit points.
Nice.
So I just like slam it down into the top of his head.
Nice.
He just falls over, and I kind of leave my axe there while I look around for the other goblin.
You basically split him like a melon,
Mhm.
and he goes down in a pool of blood. The stream starts running red with his blood. And the other goblin has already taken off at this point, and you hear him kind of like screaming as he's going down the hallway. They're here! They're here!
I'm gonna take my axe back, and then I'm gonna move up here.
All right. Yeah, so let's see. You can move your 30 feet.
Let me see. I was.
Go ahead and measure it
here.
out. This is a walkway here, like alongside the stream, so you can run up there if you want.
Okay, move it there.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Cool. So next up, let's see. He's gonna go again, actually, and he's gonna run over here. Measure. All right. So you hear him scuttling off into the distance. This guy's down. Yimik's down. All right, Jinzi, you're out. We're gonna keep combat order for now.
Okay.
I'm gonna just delete all the corpses here.
Yeah, so I'm going to.
You don't forget, you guys can dash also if you want to use
Yeah.
your bonus action
So I'm gonna race up here.
or your action to dash. I mean, okay. Yep.
Where this guy is, and then I'm going to dash. Let's see. I'm gonna dash about right here to get a better look. I'm gonna stop right there.
Okay. You see, as you stop there, you see what looks like two more hobgoblins kind of coming out of. They were probably the ones in the room that were down with Clarg that you saw earlier.
Okay.
And you hear the noises of more scuffling and deep voices. You know, kind of yelling and talking, and of course the goblin that's been running. You know, he's screaming still. All right, Faron.
All right. I will basically to there. And
You can dash if you want. That's another 30.
You can dash if you want to. You can leave your friends behind.
Because your friends don't dash, and if they don't dash, then they're no friends of mine.
yeah, sure, I'll dash. And I'll get to
Andy dash.
Nice.
Andy dash.
and that'll be it.
All right, so you see kind of in the distance a third hobgoblin, and you see Clarg the bugbear coming around the corner as well as the goblin that's running from you guys.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Raggy indeed.
Okay, Ortier.
I'm gonna move up to here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna stay there.
All right, sounds good. All right, I'm going to add these guys to the initiative order. Do that real quick. So at this point, they know you're there. Their buddy has warned them, and they are coming out in force here.
And my rage wore off.
Yes. Thank you for tracking that.
Trying to be
All
honest,
right.
Josh.
I appreciate that. All right. So you hear some battle cries from the hobgoblins, the bugbear, as they realize you're there and start charging. Let me check here. All right. So the hobgoblin in the back, let me see if he has line of sight on you. He's actually going to move over a step, and he doesn't have great line of sight on you. Let me check. See which one of these things are pillars. Okay, those are both pillars. And so he's going to actually move around here. And we'll say you've got half cover there, Oratir. So you get an extra 2 AC, but he's going to take a shot with his heavy crossbow at you. And he gets a 3. And that clatters off into the distance. All right. Let's see. So that was
Somehow
him.
reach off with my breastplate back at him.
You see this hobgoblin actually jump in the. There's like 2 pools of water over here that are, you don't really know how they are. but he jumps in the one pool, and it looks like it's about 1.5 feet deep, and he kind of sloshes his way over here to get line of sight on you, and he's able to get a clear shot from his location there, and he also fires a heavy crossbow bolt at you, and gets a 17 to hit.
Nope.
Ah, man. Yeah, your AC is so high at this point. Okay. Ping! It glances off of your plate armor.
Wait. Hold on. Before you say that, did he have partial? Do I have partial cover against him or not?
Not against him, because
then it hits.
Oh, it does hit. Okay, sorry. Okay, so he rolls for damage, and that's 10 piercing damage. Whoosh! So the heavy crossbow bolt thuds into your armor, and you've got 2 bolts sticking out of you at this point.
I am quite hurt at this point.
All right. That's his turn. Jinzi, you're up.
Cool. I'm going to. I don't know. Let's see here. So I'm gonna move here. So actually, first I'm gonna apply my potion to my dagger.
Okay, yeah, go for it. So that'll be an action.
Yeah, so that'll be an action. And then I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move a little bit closer, kind of around the corner where they can't see me. I'm kind of blocked, and then I'm gonna hide right here, kind of like in the water.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check. Let me check their passive perception real quick. Let's see. Okay. All right. Okay, you appear to be hidden.
Nice.
Josh, is this difficult terrain over here?
I'm gonna say no, because it's not that deep.
Okay.
If it were deeper than like a foot or so, I would say yeah, it's difficult terrain, but you can slosh your way through pretty easily. All right, so you are currently hidden. I'm gonna put a marker on you to show that you're hidden.
Okay. Oh, I guess I could do that
Let's
too.
see. Where's your stealth marker? Hey,
That right
we'll use
there, or- Oh, cool.
that. Ghost.
Nice.
All right, Ferron, you're up.
All right.
So you probably have line of sight on this guy, and you could probably hit. Well, actually, they're behind the pillar there. Hitting these guys back here is going to be hard from there because you got multiple pillars and stuff in the way. I'll say they have half cover. You know, from your current location, I mean.
So I'm gonna move to right here,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Flaming Sphere.
Nice.
I'll
Let me find
do
a
it.
little icon for that.
So if I did it right here, like basically they wouldn't be able to go around this little pillar right here, right, without going through
Correct.
it, right?
Yeah,
I'm
they'd
gonna do
have
it
to.
right
They'd
there.
have to go around this way, like and up.
So yeah, I'll do it right here.
All right.
Would I
let
have
me
to worry
fi-
about friendly fire moving through there?
Yes, you would actually absolutely have to
Okay.
make a Constitution save to go through there. Let me find a token for that real quick.
Trying to hold them up.
That's fair.
Oh no, I should have saved my fire token from last time. The internets would work here. All right, we're gonna use. Let's see if this works. All right, close enough because you guys can see that. All right,
Yep.
cool. So there's a flaming inferno there, just like materializes out. You see the goblin in front, you know, take a little step back as he sees it, and is it anybody within 5 feet has to make a con save immediately
At the end of their turn.
at the end of their turn? Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, anything else you want to do?
Nah.
All right, Oratir, you're up.
All right, so I'm gonna drink my potion of greater. Well, one of my potions of greater healing.
Go for it. That's a bonus action we decided, so you still have a full action.
Really? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I established that early on.
Well, I like it because it works in my favor, but at the same time, All right, so that's going to be 44 plus 4. So that's 12.
Very nice.
Puts me up to 31.
You feel the wounds start to close and like your body sort of expel one of the 2 bolts, the one that shot you in the leg earlier. And it just kind of clatters to the floor as the magic does its work.
And I'm going to look at the hobgoblin that shot me and just say, "You done messed up now." So I'm going to rage, but I'm also going to frenzy.
Nice.
And then I'm going to move towards him.
Go for it. All right. And let's see. So you used your action to rage since you had already used your bonus action.
Yep,
So we'll
exactly.
just play it that way.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
Or it could have been the other way around. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. Next up is this goblin, and he kind of shrieks at the fire and starts running off, kind of up this side passage here, over towards the rickety bridge. And let's see how far he can go.
Oof, I forgot about the bridge.
Yeah. The bridge is about 10 feet above the path that you guys walked up on, so it's like over the water, fairly good distance. But he makes it to the bridge, and you guys see him kind of pop out on the other side. And he's going to jump down and try to make try to come up behind you guys, but he has to make it out check to kind of jump off the bridge there. Let's see.
Anna.
And he fails it. So, let me roll a d6 here. Hold on a second. All right, so he takes 5 points of bludgeoning damage as he trips over the edge of the bridge and just face plants on the ground down below. Yeah, he still he shakes himself off and stands back up and kind of looks at you menacingly, but he's like hobbling on one leg a little bit. But he's now kind of over here behind you guys. All right. Next up, this goblin charges up, attacks Oratir with his scimitar, and gets a 21 to hit.
A 21 to hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, assuming that hits, yep. And he does 8 slashing damage to you. Whoosh!
Okay.
All right. Next up is this hobgoblin in the back. And he is going to, let's see. Did I get, oh, shoot. All right. All right, he's going to run up here and try to get over this way. And he's going to take a shot at you, Jinzi.
I'm hidden,
Let's
right?
see. Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry. I totally forgot. He's going to take a shot at you for him.
Can he see from me?
Yeah, he can peek around. They hit like half a hit tokens over there, so I'm going to say that's fine. Let's see. Where is my hobgoblin? Heavy crossbow. 4 to hit. Ching! He doesn't quite get all the way around that pillar in the middle, and kind of the shot deflects off of it. All right, Clark roars out. This is my cave. And he comes charging in for the battle. Let's see here. He's going to go to... he charges right through your flames, Pharaoh. So he's going to make a con save.
He's pretty good at that, I'm sure.
Let's see. And he does succeed. So as he dives through the fireball, he just kind of shrugs off the fire as he jumps through it.
He was still taking half damage, right?
Yeah, he'll take half damage. That's right. Thank you for that. How much is that again? How much damage? Do you have to roll for that, or how does that
Yeah,
work?
so it's 2d6. So I
Okay.
roll 2d6 and he takes half.
Go for it.
Oh,
All right. Oof. Oh, yeah.
wow.
That was unfortunate. All right, so
What?
Wait, I think did I type that wrong?
No?
it says you rolled 2d6.
Well,
But there's a space in between.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, go ahead and use your dice roller on the side or something. Yeah, there you go. That's what it's supposed to look like. Okay.
There.
So he takes 8 points of damage, and you see like his shoulders kind of on fire. He like jumps through there, and he just kind of like
Oh, that'd be
shrugs and
cool.
just kind of like pats it out and
takes-
keeps
He takes
going.
4 though, right?
Yeah. All right. So let me mark that off of his. All right. So he's looking a little singed, but not too much worse for wear. All right. Let me check his
is his
actions
turn
real quick.
Oh, okay.
Nope. He is gonna throw his javelin at you, Ferone.
Oh shit.
And come on.
You're about to feel a little prick.
I clicked it, and nothing is happening.
Maybe.
Uh-oh.
I'm just gonna like whoosh.
Okay. He gets a 10 to hit, which
That
I'm
misses.
assuming misses. Yeah.
Yep.
The javelin just embeds in the wall behind you, and you see the force with which it's thrown. Like it's like a good like third of the way, like embedded into kind of the part of the rock there. So it like chipped away a big section, and then it kind of like falls to the floor and clatters. All right. Next up, this Hobgoblin's going to run around and try to do the same thing, come up behind you guys. He's going to jump down. Actually, he's going to have to stay there because he can't fit. All right, next. All right, this guy swings at you, Wartier. And that's a 5 to hit, so he has advantage, so it's 20 to hit, so he does hit. And does half of 7 slashing damage. Did you take half last time also? Because you're frenzied. Okay, so it's 3 damage.
Yeah, just tell me the unaltered and I'll do.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
All right, Jinzi, you're up. It's getting interesting in here, and you are fully stealth, so you can make your extra. You can use your extra stealth attack thing.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna attack on this guy. So if I move here and then attack him like that, I'm still stealth, right? Like.
Yeah, but as soon as you attack, you're then out of stealth, and you have to go back in if you want to get the bonus next time.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna attack this guy.
Go for it.
Um.
Nice, and you do have the venom on there, right? So,
Yes. Yeah.
all right, go for it. So you can use. Let's see.
Ow.
Let me check. What was the bonus that you get for sneak? Was it sneak attack?
Yeah. Sneak attack. I get an extra 2d6.
Okay.
You hit
got
with an
it.
attack if you have advantage on the attack roll.
Got it. Okay, so previously you were doing that because you were flanking them.
Well, sneak attack. You know, if somebody's right next to them, then the enemy.
Right. Okay, got it. So you get that even though nobody's technically flanking him. So all right, so yeah, he goes down. Tell me how he
Nice.
dies. That's a shitload of damage.
Yeah, as he shoots his arrow at Ferone and misses, I basically kind of come rushing out of the water and just brutally stab him in the stomach with the dagger venom and kind of hold it there as the venom slowly is absorbed and takes place. Removing my dagger and then watching him just kind of slowly drop to his knees and fall to his face in the water.
Nice. As you pull the dagger out, you see like the black sort of wound where the dagger was, and just spidering veins coming out of that. And you see like the wound just kind of like sizzling a little bit as the poison takes effect. All right. Anything else you want to do? Still have your bonus action. Movement.
Yeah.
From where you are there, this guy can see you and this can see you. So you would have to. There's a wolf here, but if you could get. Let's see. If you could get around this corner, you probably have enough movement to get around there. You get again.
Wait. To that corner right there.
Yeah, this hobgoblin is about to jump down here, so he's not facing that direction. So I'm gonna say you'll still be able to hide around if you can make it around this corner.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I can make it around that corner.
You will have to go through the fire though.
You have to go through the flame.
Well, let's see.
If you go over the corpse.
You can go diagonal there also, so that might save you a little bit.
Oh, right here.
No, yeah, right here, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, you can make it.
Yeah, cool. So I can
'Cause
make it around.
I think
the
you only move
fire
5.
And,
Yep.
So I will make it here, and yes, I'll hide.
Roll for stealth again. Okay. Yep, you're able to successfully hide. Actually, let me check. Let me check one thing on the passive perception here. I'm gonna roll actually for the wolf because you did pass by him, and he has keen hearing and smell. So you're gonna, if he rolls higher than you, he's gonna know you're there. Let's see. He got a shitty roll, so we'll say he was distracted by Orateers kind of bludgeoning people up in the corner there, and is kind of facing in that direction. Didn't really see you kind of flit by in the shadows. All right, you're hidden.
Cool.
Faron, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna slay my flaming sphere into the bugbear.
Nice.
Did he take damage
Alright.
from that when his turn was done? Like, I know he took damage from going through it, but did he take
Ooh,
damage?
that's a good
like-
question.
Oh yeah, good point. He
Yeah,
did
yeah,
not.
sir.
So go ahead and yeah, because he stopped there. So go ahead and what was it? 2d6.
Yeah. Does he
Yeah.
roll another Constitution save though?
Yeah, would it be another
Yes,
constitution?
yes. And he's about to do another one, so we'll just do this twice.
Yeah.
All right, so he gets 18 for the last one, which probably
That's
saves,
saved. Yeah.
and then 16 for the next one.
Both of those saved.
Damn.
So half damage
So I
on
did
both. So go ahead and
2 of
roll
those.
roll twice. All right, so 4 plus 2. All right, so
not
he
bad.
gets 6 damage.
Better than nothing. Better than nothing.
The fireball washes over him, and he kind of yells out and tries to pat it out as on top of it. All right. Does that take a full action to do that, or is that a bonus action?
Yeah, that's a full action.
Gotcha.
At least I believe it does. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me read that.
Yeah.
If you ram the sphere, you can move the sphere. That's a bonus action. That is a bonus action.
Hey.
Nice.
So you still have an attack, or whatever you want to do.
Sphere slam into him. I will. I guess I'll cast Firebolt on. I'm gonna do it on this goblin.
On the dragon.
Nice, that hits. Good shot. Roll for damage. Oh, just enough. Tell me how he goes. He had. He's the guy that's limping because he fell off the bridge and
You
Yeah.
know, screw
Tumbled.
one of these guys. I'm gonna cast it like right at his legs, burn his legs out from underneath him.
Ah! He screams in agony as his legs ignite, and he was already hobbling on the one, and he just falls to his knees as his legs start to disintegrate from under him, and then after a minute he's quiet. All right,
Alright, and
very nice.
then so many enemies over here.
I know.
You know, I can stay on top of a dead enemy, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna move to there then. And I'll do that. That'll be my turn.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna actually just delete his icon to make this easier. Make sure I still got everybody here. Where's that goblin? All right. Cool. Ortier.
So I'm gonna swing my axe at this guy.
Nice. That definitely hits. Damn.
Holla.
All right, you slam your axe down into him. His armor just cracks, and you see the chainmail kind of half fall off of him as your axe slams into him. You've pierced all the way down into his muscle, and he cries out. All right,
All right, and I'm gonna
Nice
pull
hit.
my axe back around for another smash at him.
go for it. Do you have flanking on him? You don't. Okay, so that misses. So he, as he's trying to recover from that, he holds up his arm with the shield and is able to deflect your second hit.
Gotcha.
All right. Next up, you hear a large wolf that was Clark's companion howl in frustration as he sees his compatriots start going down, and he charges for you, Faron, as you're the closest target, and he makes a diving leap at you. And let's see here. He gets a 18 to hit.
I hit.
All right. And he chomps into your leg for 8 piercing damage. You feel his teeth sink in. And he snarls at you. All right, next the little goblin's going to go. This guy. Little gobby. All right, he is swinging his scimitar. He completely misses, and you deflect that easily, Orateer.
Nice.
All right, Clarg sees Faron kind of escape a little bit, roars out in frustration, and charges around the corner. 1, 2, 3. So he's going to stop here. He's going to take a swing at you, Faron. Let's see. And he doesn't have his... let's see. He doesn't have his javelin, so he's going to switch to his axe. And he gets a... Let's see. He's flanking you with Ripper, so he gets a critical hit on you. Wham! All right. And that is going to be 13 piercing damage. So he slams his axe into you from behind as you're biting you from the other side. All right. Next up is this hobgoblin back here. So he watched as you incinerated his compatriot, and he drops down. Let me make a roll for him. All right. He also stumbles to the ground. Man, these guys are not very agile. He trips over the half-burned body of his buddy and takes some bludgeoning damage. Let's see. All right. And starts running up here behind Clarg. And he stops there and fires at Orateer. With his crossbow, 19 to hit.
Doesn't don't he have disadvantage whenever they're firing through their compatriots?
No, that's not a thing. He does a total of 10, so you take 5 damage. Whoosh, another bolt. Just like a pincushion, man. All right. Hobgoblin in front, swings his longsword, and he gets a 19 to hit. And that is another 10 damage. So
To
you're just
me?
getting hit. Yeah, you're getting hit from all sides. At this point, just toosh, toosh, crossbow bolts, swords. Just getting hammered. So 5 damage.
Yeah.
All right. Jinzi, you're up.
Nice. So I'm gonna move over here behind the wolf,
right.
and I'm going to attack the wolf.
Go for it. All right, let's see. 22 hits. And go ahead and add your poison damage.
That was the short sword.
Oh, got it. Right.
So
That's why I
then-
didn't add it. Okay.
Yeah. So then the next attack is, go ahead.
Cool. So let's see. That is 14. You stab it into his flank. The wolf howls, and I mean, you hit something pretty internal organy, and you see the wolf cringe back, and it's looking pretty hurt.
Nice. I'm attacking again with my dagger of venom.
All right. Oops. Ah, shoot. All right, that definitely hits. And how does he go down? Man,
Yeah,
16
as
poison
he-
damage? Jesus Christ.
As it howls from from the first short sword attack, and it's howling up in the air. I take the dagger of venom and I slice it down, across his spine, kind of like severing the skin and exposing the spine. Watching as the venom from the strike infects and slowly kills it.
Clarg yells out as you kill his pet in just pure rage. All right, very nice. Anything else you want to do?
So that was my. So the 2 attacks. That's my action and bonus action, right? So.
Yes. So you
and then
cannot
I've done
hide this
my-
turn.
Yeah, so I've done my move. So that's. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right, Faron, you are in some hot water here.
Yeah. So
Sort of literally. Bloody water, maybe.
I will disengage,
All right.
and then I will move. I'm gonna just move all the way over to the edge over here.
Okay. Go for it.
Yep, that's the wrong button. That one. Oh gosh, what the heck? What am I moving?
I got it.
I keep selecting like the select. It keeps. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to wait. Yeah.
You
So
still
this
got your
should have been rain.
bonus, I think,
Yeah.
to move your your flaming sphere.
So I'm gonna move my flaming spear.
Does it have to be line of sight?
It doesn't say.
No, I think you're fine as long
It
as
just
you,
says-
the same you do the characters.
It just says it has to be within 60 feet
Okay.
in an unoccupied space.
let me give you control of that. I forgot to do that.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Uh,
How do?
So, could I go through here? This little kind of corridor?
Yeah, absolutely. There's enough space in there to move the sphere. So
And then if I slam it into here, I'm assuming it just hits the bugbear and not both.
no,
of
it'll
them,
hit
right?
diagonal hits, so you'll hit both of them.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that
It'll
then.
hit me too.
Whoa, oh would hit.
Yeah, it will hit you.
Ugh.
I'll say if you put it here, because that space is only like a third filled by that pillar, you can hit the bugbear but not hit the hobgoblin.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
All right, so we'll put it there. Bugbear makes a Clargy, makes a con save, and he gets an 8, so he takes half damage.
Nice.
He is a beefy guy. So he takes 5. He's looking a little beat up at this point. Not nearly as good as he was looking when he first started charging around. I mean, you've hit him with the flames like 3 times at this point, so large patches of fur missing. You see some, burn marks kind of on his underlying skin, and he's looking a little winded now. All right. Anything else you want to do? I think that's probably for you,
That's
right?
all I can do, yeah.
Or tier.
I'm gonna attack this guy again.
Go for it. All right, that hits. Actually, wait. 17. I may have misspoken. Fortunately, that does not hit. He deflects it off of his shield.
What?
He's got full chainmail and a shield, so he is pretty well armored.
Okay. Attack him
Alright.
again.
Ooh, critical.
Oh.
All
Making up for lost ground.
right. Yeah. All right. Overkill. What happens?
He splatters against the wall.
Nice. As you
Enough
slam
said.
your axe into him, you see his guts just like pour out, and like his body just kind of like slides slowly down the wall and leaves a giant blood smear.
Yep. And that's it. That's all I can do.
All right. Do you want to move it all or stay put?
That's not a good idea for me, so I'm gonna stay put.
All right. All right. Ripper's dead. This goblin's gonna go ahead and take another swipe at 18 to hit.
That hits.
All right. And he does three slashing damage to you, which is 1. 1 slashing damage.
Holla. Could be worse.
All right.
Ortier catches the sword with his butt cheeks.
Yep. All right. Clark is actually going to run Jinzi because he sees you took out Ripper and he's just like furious. So Ortier take an attack of opportunity on him,
Let's get it on.
and that hits.
Yeah.
Damn, son. As you're done splattering the hobgoblin against the wall, you just keep the momentum going and like swing around as you feel and sense Clark like running behind you. Catch him in the back with your axe. It goes through part of his armor and he howls but like keeps running. And I mean he is looking pretty rough right now. All right, he attacks you, Jinzi. Let's see. He makes a multi-attack against you. 9 to hit on the first one,
Misses.
and 10 to hit. So you just like, as you're like, soaking in the victory over this wolf, you disemboweled basically. You just dodge, and quickly get out of the way. All right.
I take hit to him
Hobgoblin.
on the flaming sphere on his end of his turn, right?
Yep.
Yeah. The Hobgoblin here runs up and goes for you, Oratir. And he's also going to probably get some flames. All right, 14 to hit. I think that misses.
That misses.
All right, he takes a swing at you, just clatters off your armor. And he's going to make his con save. That is a critical miss. So go ahead and roll for damage. I'm going to say he takes double damage because that was a critical miss.
From me?
Yeah, from your fireball.
You don't want to
flaming sphere.
Don't do Constitution saving throw on both of those guys.
Yes. So I just did the one for the Hobgoblin. So let's do that one first, and then we'll do Clark. All right. So he takes. All right. So that does him in. Yeah. That was a nice roll. Because you got double damage on that one. Because he rolled a critical miss. So go ahead and tell me what happens with the flaming spear as he tries to go for Oratir.
This flaming sphere just billows out and like takes over the Hobgoblin and just like incinerates him.
So you hear him kind of cry out as like it's so loud, like the fury of the flames just like drowns him out, and like his meaty charred body clatters to the floor. All right, Clark is gonna make his con save, and he gets a 14. I think that succeeds,
My spell
right?
save is 14.
Yeah,
So
let's
yeah,
go ahead and roll damage for him. And so he takes 4. All right, he's still up. Let's see, let me get rid of some of these guys from the turn order. All right, Jinzi, you're up.
Sweet. Yeah, so I'm just gonna attack homeboy in front of me
Go for it.
with my short sword.
Cool. And let's see, how much is that? Oh, man. Okay, that definitely hits, and go ahead. He doesn't die, but he's hanging on by a thread, so you duck down, like sever his Achilles tendon at the bottom, and he goes down onto one knee and is like he's still partially on fire from the fireball. All right. Anything else you want to do?
Yeah.
Second attack. Oh, man. You should lead with that.
Yeah, right?
That's so much overkill.
Yeah.
Actually, he also only would have gotten 5, I think, on the first one. You got to remind me when he doesn't get the sneak damage, because
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, I didn't.
But-
I don't get this sneak on this. This is just
yeah. So the 13 plus 5 on the second attack is enough to do him in anyway. So go ahead.
nice.
ahead and tell me how he dies.
So after I take out his Achilles and he kind of drops to the ground, I just like walk up to him and just slowly stick my dagger through his neck as I maintain eye contact. And then I let go of the dagger, and as he just sits there in a fiery kind of blaze with my dagger in his throat, like his eyes roll back to the back of his head, and he just kind of falls over backwards and then disperses into the ashes that he's become.
Nice. All right, you've dispatched the leader, Oratir. Or Jinzi, did you want to do anything else? Still got movement and stuff.
Does it take an action to pick my dagger back up? But I basically get my dagger back.
Nah, you're good.
Yeah. Okay. So then I am going to move over here to kind of block this goblin from being able to run, at least in that direction.
Okay. Sounds good. Oratir.
I'm gonna move right here,
Nice. Good idea.
and I'm gonna attack that goblin.
I mean, this goblin is like shitting himself at this point. So I mean, he sees everybody going. He's the last standing guy in this cavern at this point. That hits. Go ahead and roll for damage. All right. How do you want to dispatch the last holdout here?
I just slam the broadside of my axe down on the top of his head and squish it.
You watch as his skull just like crushes into his upper torso. You just obliterate him.
And the blood sprays on me, and I just kind of like, oh, as it litters all over my body.
Yep.
And then I fall
Right.
backwards in the water, and I start doing snow angel movements to wash it off.
I'm breathing very hard at this point.
Yeah, you were getting hammered there. All right, good Good game, guys. That was
Holla.
that was a tough fight.
That was the campaign. We're done. Cool.
Yeah, right.
Turns out Clark was the black spider.
Yeah. And then they all died. The end.
Come on now. People are dead.
Can we search the corpses?
Absolutely.
Corpse.
All right. Let me get my.
Corpse.
All right. You get 12 gold, 48 silver, and 69 copper, and you find a couple other trinkets as well. Nothing of value, but just like, some random stuff that the goblins had in their pockets.
I'm just gonna take 4 gold. I'm not gonna worry about the silver or copper.
All right.
Yeah. How much was it? How much gold?
It's in the chat.
Oh, okay.
4 gold.
Okay. I'll take 4 gold and then the silver and the copper if you don't mind.
Yeah, I don't want it. I don't know about Farrell.
Let's see.
Take all the silver and copper you want.
As you guys are standing there and kind of recovering for a second, you do notice, just as you're looking around, that the cavern is kind of half filled. Those 2 large pools of water. There's a narrow waterfall here, which kind of is like filling the pool, and the pool's draining down into the stream, that is in the rest of the cavern. There's these walls that they've kind of built here out of fieldstone, and it's kind of like a small dam holding the water in. And you see that they kind of have a mechanism in place to like release the water, so to speak, which didn't happen, but you notice that it was probably set up as like a trap for maybe people coming into the hideout if they were alerted.
Cool. I'm gonna slowly move over into this room over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Okay. The room is filled with sacks and crates and provisions. You hear the water echoing from behind. The coals of this fire are like smoldering. It was a pretty large fire. You see kind of the entrance to the chimney over here that you climbed up before. And you see that most of the crates are actually marked with the image of a blue lion. And you guys recognize it as the image of the symbol of lion coster, which, unfortunately burned down. But that's the symbol on a lot of these crates.
What's your face's established?
Yeah, the one that burned down.
Lenine Greywinds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
Cool.
Lenny.
So I remember there being a chest right here.
Yes, you did notice a chest, and you can go ahead and pop it open and search it.
Yeah, let's open the chest.
And you will find.
It's a mimic. Ah.
Let's see. I know, right? Tried and true. I wouldn't do that to
And
you
then
guys.
Jinzy loses.
Or would I?
Yeah.
You find 2 potions of healing. Find about 40 gold pieces, 110 silver. You find a jade statuette of a frog with tiny golden eyes.
Can you post the?
Yeah, I'll put it in chat here. Let's see here. You also find. Let's see.
that's so 600 copper, 110 silver. Okay.
So we each get 200 copper.
You also find an interesting looking ring. Yeah. Very ornate. It's made of like, looks like it might be made of like silver or something, but it's got like a gold sort of edge border around it. And it's shaped in the shape of like a shield.
Interesting.
Yeah. Keep going.
That's it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
almost there.
Then
Yeah. So Ord's here. You can have the potions. You probably need them.
yeah.
I'm gonna use both of them.
for it.
So we each get 200 copper, and then we get 36 silver pieces. Someone gets 37. I'll take it 36.
36 as well.
How much gold was in that? Was there any gold? Or
Yeah, it's wait. Oh shoot. Did it not post? Hold on. What the hell?
Those
I thought I said, what did I say? I thought I said
was it 40?
40. Yeah, I thought I said 40. Oh, okay. My bad. Yeah, there's 40. I'll put it in there.
So we each get 13. Somebody gets 14. So I'll take the 14 this time. So do we want to do a short rest and then inspect the ornate ring and see what it is, as well as the golden or the Jade Frog?
Yeah.
What time of day was it at this point, Josh?
Let's see. It was noon when you got here, so we'll say it's about 1.
Okay.
Made short work.
I mean, battles don't really take that long when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
Each turn is only supposed to be like 6 seconds of real time. So
Right.
an hour is probably actually way too much, but
All right, we're taking a short rest.
all right. So we'll say it's 2 p.m. by the time you finish. You guys want to concentrate on the 2 items you said?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
All right.
My hit dice.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your hit dice. Do whatever you want. Who's got the ring?
I'll have the ring.
Okay. You concentrate on the ring and as you kind of play with it and put it on. You feel kind of more protected as you wear it, and you recognize it as a ring of protection. Surprise, surprise.
Oh.
And it adds +1 bonus to AC and saving throws while wearing it.
Cool. Can I take it off and give it to Ortier?
Sure.
I walk up next to Ortier and I get down on one knee and I look him in his eyes and I say with as much sincerity as possible, "You were truly wonderful in that last battle, but you got your ass beat a little bit, so I think you're gonna need this." Also, I appreciate you. As I slip the ring on his left ring finger.
Oh man, brings a tear to my eye.
Yeah, I'm down on one knee. Yeah.
Ortier like gives you kind of a weird look, and he's like, "Usually I'd say something about this, but that hurt a lot, so I'll take it."
All right, I'm gonna drop it in your inventory or a tier with all the deeds.
I was trying to look it up, but it was being a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's not. It's being
For them.
slow.
Would did the 2 of you just kiss and get this over with?
Oh, the ring I've got for you doesn't go on a finger.
Sorry, for how many kids do you know about at this point?
We're not talking about that. I've rescued at least one.
Or a tier. I am going to add a AC modifier to your skill sheet. So just hold for 1 second.
Why?
Did it? Unless it automatically bumped up your
It
AC
automatically-
already. Oh, okay. I didn't realize
Holla.
that. My bad. Never mind.
I don't know how they're doing. Oh yeah, so it's in the mods on that the item.
Gotcha. All right. Cool. Good to go.
I'll treasure this ring always. Jim.
The Jade figurine, after trading on, sense any magical power or anything, but it looks kind of valuable.
Cool.
Hold on. No? Me?
I'm gonna reload Old Shiny real quick.
Go for it.
I'll hold on to the jade figurine. What is it? It's a jade frog with golden orbs for eyes.
That's right.
Now, no matter how much you want to, Fern, you can't just give that to the next pretty girl you see.
You don't know that.
All right, let me count up how much XP you guys got from this. Let's see. Oh god, I should have kept my shit open. Talk amongst yourselves. It's gonna be a second.
So guys may have noticed, or you may not have, that Orator seems to be warming up to you. He's being less of a dick to you both.
Oh, was it the ring?
It's a little hot ring. It's a lot the ring.
No, not the one I just gave you. The one I gave you last night.
Romantic we're just in.
I don't think I remember that ring. But are we gonna search all the rest of the stuff after Josh is done?
Well, yeah. I mean, so if this belongs to what's her face, we should probably send someone back for it.
Hey, she doesn't have to know about it.
Who?
Was it 40 crates or was it 30 crates?
Yeah, right. I mean, you know, if we want to keep one or two for ourselves, you're right. She would never know.
And I am chaotic neutral, so that is totally in character for me.
I'm true neutral, so whatever you want to do. I don't care.
I'm chaotic good, so
You're
Okay.
the best. You're like the most goody two shoes one of this party, and you're like the biggest murder hobo of us all.
That's right.
yeah, but it's in the name of goodness.
I'm fine with extra
Sure.
money. Does not matter to me.
You know he's gonna turn us into Linene to try to get in her pants.
Lindsay?
No, you.
No, me.
I'm not the one that swoons at every pretty lady that walks by.
Look, I tried to get with Linene when we first met her, and she shot me down.
Nobody likes
Not
a quitter.
saying try again.
Nobody likes a quitter.
He's a quitter.
I did. We did save her, so I might have some bonus points there.
So I'll say let's take the chance of returning everything in the hopes that she'll return the favor.
But she doesn't know what everything is.
Does she? Or does she?
How would she? How would she know the difference between like what we found and what she thought we should have found?
I don't know what her ledger looks like.
I bet there's some red in her ledger.
All right.
You each gain 450 XP for that encounter.
Hey guys, only like 10 more like those, and we may actually get a level up.
Yeah, it kind of goes on a curve by like the monster type, so
That was 450, right?
yeah, 450 each. Unfortunately, lots of small monsters don't count as much as like one really high level monster when it comes to XP, so which, kind of makes sense. I mean, you've fought goblins before, you may not learn a whole lot more new tricks from fighting more and more and more goblins.
No, but seriously, like next level up it's 6,500. So
Yeah.
it'll take a while.
Level scale, if you find like a really big, like let's say most of these guys are between like challenge like 1/4 and challenge 3, I would say. Like even the bugbear was only a challenge 3. If you fight like a challenge 5 or 6 boss, you're gonna get like a good like several thousand XP in like one enemy. So
They challenged half me and right the ass, okay? That's all I'm saying.
there's too many of them.
Okay, so I tell you what, let's search through our goods and see if we find anything good, and we can go from there.
All right. So you guys are like breaking some of the crates open and stuff.
We're looking through
Run.
Radiant's goodies.
Yeah.
Does
Okay.
not care about what's in the crates. He'll sit back.
You see some, armor and weapons. They're pretty typical. I mean, there's definitely no like magical looking items or anything. They're pretty standard fare. But it looks like she was getting another shipment for her, her store. And, it looks like some of the goblins and stuff may have taken some of them already. There's at least a couple crates that are already open and empty. So that may have supplied the guys in this cavern with some of the weapons they're carrying and some of the armor they. But you crack open a couple more and see mostly more like weapons and armor kind of stashed away, as well as some just general supplies like food and some like basic stuff for her shop.
Cool. Well, nothing here I see I want. So, anybody else?
Yeah, nothing interesting.
Cool. Well, when we get back to town, we can send a party back to collect everything.
Oh, we're not bringing this back.
How?
We have horses. Do we have horses? We have enough horse space to carry this all back?
We would need a wagon.
Yeah, they're like crates and stuff. You could you could take a few things out of the crates and put them on your saddlebags, but you're not gonna be able to carry a whole lot without a wagon.
Let's at least grab something with the signet on it, so that we can show as proof that it's there.
All right, you grab one of the lids with the signet on it from one of the crates you had popped open. You can definitely manage that on horseback.
Cool. Do we want to head back and check the other section of the cave?
Girl.
Where we found Sildar.
Yeah.
Cool.
I can't
So you
do it.
Yep. You guys make your way back to now familiar territory. The room looks fairly much, the way you remember it. You see the kind of the camp over here, as well as the old bloodstains you remember, but you don't get the sense that any additional, people or anything has been captured recently in the last few days since you guys have been here.
Cool. Well, I say we make our way out of the cave and head back to town.
All right, giddy up. Let's see. All right, so heading straight back. You don't encounter anything else along the way. And let's see here. Make it back to Phandelver at about 4 p.m., let's say. Cruise into town on horseback.
Yeah, let's head to Lion Shield Coster to inform what's her face about her stuff.
The burning wreckage of Linefield Coster.
Yep. You see Lynene standing outside. She's got several townsfolk around her, as well as some sturdy-looking guys that look like they might be chatting with her about how to rebuild. She's got, kind of a notepad, kind of on a clipboard style thing that she's holding in her hand and like stuff down. And she sees you guys approach.
Walk over and tell her, Lynene, we found a great amount of your goods.
Oh, she looks at the lid and says, "Oh, that's amazing. That shipment's been gone now for over a week, and I've been expecting it. And where'd you find it?"
Oh, it was over in the Cragma cavern. It was no big deal.
She says, "Is that where you found Sildar?"
That is where we found Sildar.
Ah.
Looks like it'll take you about 3 to 4 wagons to move it all. So just a heads up.
Oh, thank you immensely. And she says, I can definitely reward you. My guild is going to have to help me rebuild the Lion Shield, but saving those supplies is a huge help. I mean, that's our bread and butter. So she gives you, let's see here. She gives you each 50 gold pieces for returning or giving her the location. And she says, I trust you. I have complete faith in you. Thank you so much for pointing that out, and we'll get some people over there to pick it up right away. You cleared out all the monsters, right?
That we did.
Nothing was left alive.
Awesome. All right.
Excellent. You want to go talk to Sildar again?
Yep.
check in with them, see if anything's happened.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so you guys pop back over to the town hall and chat with Sildar, and he, Oratir, he gives you the coin for the weapon you are selling him,
Okay.
and that's 250 gold pieces. So he counts it out to you as Harbin kind of looks on, eyeing the money exchange.
All right.
You said 250.
It's to Oratir specifically because
Okay.
he's selling him a weapon.
Gotcha.
All right.
And he
so,
says, this will make a fine addition to somebody's collection, I'm sure. Kind of rolls his eyes a little bit.
as long as I have the coin, I don't really care.
All right. Anything else you want to ask him?
Have you heard anything more about?
Not since this morning when we chatted, but any luck finding Cragma? Or wait, are you guys back from more adventures?
We went back to the hideout and cleared it out.
Oh, marvelous, marvelous. Between that and the red brands that you have dispatched, I think the Lord's Alliance can afford to give you another award, but you'll have to come back. I am waiting for more supplies from Neverwinter.
Might as well hire us as the sheriffs.
He chuckles at that. He says, I may take you up on that. We will have more forces coming in the semi-near future, but it's going to take a while to get everything organized. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I can help.
So,
Sure.
if I remember correctly, I turn around and look at Ferone and Oratir. It's like there was talk about a brothel.
Ooh. We have an order of business to propose.
I'm listening.
We've noticed a lack of sexual necessity within the town. We have potential, interest to open such an establishment.
All right. Well, that is true. I mean, I'm sure it would do very well here, considering the lack of anything in that particular category.
I get like really excited and start stomping my feet kind of giddily on the ground, and I just kind of come out with and say, "Can we turn the sleeping giant into a brothel?"
He kind of looks at you a little bit and is like, "Sleeping giant. So, that's what you were talking about before. How did you come by this?"
We helped out the owner, and he was kind of tired of it, so he signed it over to us, fair and square.
Okay. He kind of gives you a strange look, and he says, "Do you have any proof of this, or?"
I hand over the documentation of the proof of ownership.
All right. And did you previously roll a?
We did.
Yeah,
I don't.
I think it was like.
you said it was kind of it was a little rough, but it was passable.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and make a deception check, for Nice. All right. So you hand it to him, and he glances at it a little bit and says, "Sometime you'll have to tell me the story of this in more detail, but well, it looks like the sleeping giant is yours. What would you like to do with it? I mean, how would you like to get started?"
Well, we're gonna need some entertainment, but before that, we do kind of need to clean it and prep it. So we'll make preparations to get everything set up. In the meantime, if you wouldn't mind putting out a few feelers, see if anybody is interested in maybe working for such an establishment, that would be a huge help.
He says, "Well, I can ask Harbin over here to check around. We can certainly ask around town. I'm sure some members of town will be interested, but probably you may get some resistance from others.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Also, we can offer you services to potentially help you clean up the place if it is indeed in need of cleaning or repair. There are folks in town that can help with that. There's actually quite a few miners in town that are always looking for extra work to do when they're not out, chipping away at rocks and stuff.
Well,
So
miners
you
aren't
could-
allowed in this type of place, but we appreciate the offer.
He says if you want to add on, I'm sure we can come to some kind of arrangement, or if you need any supplies for your new establishment, I'm sure we can discuss some
might need to
supply
see-
routes.
Supply versus demand first, right?
Let us return and make preparations, and we'll get back to you on that.
All right, he gives you a nod. Anything else?
That's it for me.
I think that is all.
All right, you guys head back out, and yep, it's still around 4 p.m. at this point.
I don't need to refill anything.
Should we go fix up the sleeping giants?
Yeah, let's head back to the Sleeping Giant and see what we need to do to.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, we should probably get rid of that body.
You should probably get rid of that body.
We burned it. We burned it. That's what we did.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, so we're good. We're good there.
His ashes shall remain under the floorboards for all time. Let's see here.
Can we rename it the Burning Giant?
All right.
All right, you guys stroll up in your new establishment.
Ooh.
Doesn't look like anybody's been here since you last left.
That's good. So, so we need to hire maybe a bartender. I happen to know quite well a barmaid, and we can maybe persuade to come and work for us.
What about these stairs? Do these stairs go up to somewhere to rooms?
They don't currently. Sildar did mention that if you want to hire some folks to add an addition or a second floor, it would take a while, but you can certainly do that.
Yeah.
So we might need some extra rooms to, support customers.
Absolutely.
I'll go look behind the bar to see if I can find any kegs or anything.
Yeah, there's still supplies from the Red Brands who were here. Supplies in the kitchen. Some of it's perishable and starting to not smell great, but you've got some ale and some liquor behind the bar still. It wasn't super stocked because they were a small group, but it was enough to keep them.
Should we hire a chef to go along with the bartender?
Absolutely. The better the food, the higher the demand.
So we need chef, bartender, girls, and an upstairs.
We're gonna need a buffet.
I just had the craziest idea. Hear me out. So we take chickens, but we cut them up into smaller pieces, because whole chickens are difficult for me to eat and all that. And then we wrap them in something kind of crunchy and we fry them, and we call them chicken strips. Ooh, how does that sound?
Right. If it cuts costs, I like the idea.
Awesome.
So, nuggets of chicken,
Yes, exactly.
fried up, crispy.
Maybe nougats.
I
I'm
like
not
this.
entirely sure what they're called.
Yes, and we can eventually name our establishment Fillets of Chicken.
We
doesn't
can
quite.
call it the hen house.
Yeah, we can talk.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Hey, somebody write that down.
Damn, nice. Ah, brilliant.
Very cool. Yeah. So then the stage up here. What I was thinking is we could have dancers, but it would be kind of awkward. If they're just kind of standing here, maybe they could use the walls, but then they wouldn't be facing the crowd. So my thoughts were we could put something here, like a pole, or a railing that they can dance on. That way they're facing the crowd and they can do some super cool moves.
Good idea.
Fist bump.
Showing off to the crowd, I feel like provokes and potential exponential increase in profits by bringing to the upstairs, which we also need to.
Yeah, and we, we should probably protect our investments so we can get rid of these stairs and make it a little more difficult to get up, make it more kind of like a flat edge.
All right.
Ortier, what is your... You have a look on your face. What are you thinking?
I just found a flagon back behind here, and I'm drinking some of the Sure, whatever. Sounds good.
Okay, so...
About the rooms where people will be fornicating. How many of those should we have?
Why do we need rooms?
I mean,
we do have a stable out here.
I know your kind potentially likes to just do it out in the
What do you
open, but
mean,
not
my kind?
necessarily everybody does.
What do you mean, my kind elf?
Your people.
What do you mean, my people elf? I kind of uncleanly axe from my back.
Hey, if they pay extra, we could let them use the kitchen.
Oh. Look. You know what? We can have it a fun establishment. We can have anything happen wherever we want. If people want to fornicate wherever they see fit, so be it. So long as they're paying.
Kind of put my axe away and go back to drinking.
So I say we have, basically when we build the upstairs, we should leave the middle of it open so that like everyone can see down into this main area. That'd be super cool.
So what you're saying is like a kind of walkway, but with an opening around like this. I don't know if you can see my highlight.
No, I cannot.
Okay.
But,
You can
it
draw.
should-
You can draw with the paintbrush on
freehand.
the.
So basically when they come upstairs,
There's basically a corridor with a little walkway kind of like that upstairs.
yes, exactly.
I like this, with rooms going off to each side if people want to have private rooms, but if people, want to do whatever, this is a fine establishment. You can do things however you see fit here.
I like it.
Fuck if you want to.
I like
Cool. So, and then we also probably should order more, resources like ales and food.
You do have to spend money to make money, so I hear.
Alright, so to recap, we'll need a bartender, bar maidens, upstairs rooms built, the front stage renovated. There we go.
Do we need potential strong hands to protect the women?
Ah, yes. Yes, in case they get out of line?
In case the men get out of line, yes.
Oh, yes, of course. That's what I meant. Absolutely. That makes sense.
If we hire the right women, we don't need anyone to protect them.
That is also true.
And we will call these employees. Security. Bar maidens. Cool. Anything else anyone can think of? Like maybe a bard for some music?
A bard could be good. Could set the mood quite a bit. I also do not know how to erase my rectangles.
You just get the selection
Gotcha.
tool, click it, and yeah.
And use the delete key.
Yep. Cool. Any other ideas? Oh yeah, we'll call it the hen house.
The hen house is the new name of the establishment.
By this point, we've all kind of met at the bar and have a glass of ale in hand, or at least I do.
I'm on my
Very
third
nice.
flagon at this point.
And then we all, I hold up my mug in hopes to cheer with the others.
I'll hit it. I'm sloshed enough.
Cheers, my friend.
To the hen house.
To the hen house.
To the hen.
Very nice. All right, you guys make your plans. At this point, it's about 5.
Would say we head back to town and deliver the plans.
I think we're in town, but yeah, we'll just walk.
Well, you know, I mean, like center of town, wherever that building is, town hall.
Okay. You guys head back to town hall then, and takes your plans and says, I'll see what I can come up with. Come back in a day or so, and I'll look around for the see if anybody's interested in filling some of these positions. But good to know that our town is expanding, and he kind of gives you a little raised eyebrows. Be interesting to see how the villagers respond to this establishment.
Oh, we're gonna make them expand.
I'm sure. Look, gives you a look. All right. Will there be anything else?
That'll be all.
All right.
It'll be interesting to see how we handle this part.
Yeah.
All right. So,
What do we want to do for the rest of the day?
Like 5 or 6 now. So
yeah, it's about 5 p.m.
Unless we want to hit this place at night, we may want to rest.
Yeah. I think a long rest could be good.
Yeah, I say we go to the tavern and have a few drinks and some food, and before we pass out for the night.
Okay. All right. You pop over to the Stonehill. It's hopping in the evening, and you see some familiar faces around town. Lynene's there. You see Elsa still serving, and Toblin, of course, there. Bunch of people yakking and chatting and drinking. And as you walk in, everybody gives you a big cheer. Let's see.
Can we actually? Can we take a 5-minute break before we?
Yeah, let's do bio
do
break.
this? Yeah, bio break sounds good.
All right.
Good call.
Ever come up with a group name?
Yeah, 5 minutes and we'll come back.
Cool.
Cool. Somebody had a good group name earlier.
The Mighty Three.
Oh, yeah, there was that one, but I thought somebody said something else before that.
Oh, I did.
Anyway.
But it was just a stupid idea. Come on, girls.
John, your shirt wants me to make a call on calling a tit a spade.
I love this shirt.
It's a nice shirt.
I got this one, and then I got another one. It was like a poison ivy shirt. That's pretty cool. And then I got another one at the same time that was a. It's Bulma. It's basically
I've seen that one.
yeah.
Wrecking Ball with
Oh yeah, wait. I was wearing it when we went to get Korean barbecue.
Yes.
I love that one.
Did you like the one I linked you? Of Batman and Robin, and then Catwoman is.
That was pretty funny. Yeah. Especially after all those things coming up.
Yeah. Josh, I really appreciate. I'll wait till he puts his headset on. Oh man. Josh, I really appreciate the Vox Machina shirt.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I got one of each recently for both campaigns. I'm actually planning to go through and watch campaign 1 after I finish 2, but it's gonna be a while because there's a shitload of episodes.
Yeah.
It's gonna take you a long time.
Like
Yeah.
I may have to start I may get a TV for my office just so I can have it on like in the background.
That's what I do. I actually leave it on during work, and then I just, when something interesting is happening, I like peek over for 30 minutes and just watch part of it and then go back to work.
Dude, I just wake up and put that stuff on.
This is my life now.
Pretty much.
It's addicting, man. I mean, watching that show is once you learn all the characters and their personalities and stuff, you're like, oh shit, I want to find out.
What
I don't know
happens next?
I don't know if I wake Ryan up in the morning, but when I'm taking a shower, I just put it up. I hang my phone up on the side of the shower, blasting it into the shower.
It's true addiction there.
I'm all I need is to hear it. As long that's
Right,
else.
yeah.
Nice.
It's kind of true, actually. Yeah.
Ryan, are you gonna get the vaccine?
Am I gonna get the vaccine? The COVID vaccine?
Yeah.
Probably not. At least not for a while.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna get it as soon as I can, but
Yeah.
it might be a little while.
I've registered already.
So, on Friday we were hanging out with one of my friends, and she was saying that I guess Kroger and places like that, if you sign up to get their throwaways, they're literally throwing away a whole bunch at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because people sign up and just don't show up,
Um,
and so you can easily get in, and then once you get the first one, they automatically sign you up for the second one.
Yeah.
So she's
good idea.
wanting me to do that while we're here.
I mean, they just go to waste otherwise.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, our CEO spammed out. He said there's a number that we can call, and he called on a Friday and was in that next Saturday. They had it.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I
Just
already
takes
know.
me-
Got it.
Takes me longer to get a doctor's appointment than that. Jesus Christ.
Well, I think the bigger thing is if you look further out away from the city, you go 45 minutes to an hour, you can find it much more easily.
That makes sense.
In Florida, if you're under the age of 60, you can't get it at all.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I haven't opened it up yet, huh?
Nope.
Interesting. Well, guys are hanging out at the tavern.
Oh yeah.
We're on before everyone goes to sleep. Sneaks over to Sister Garrios.
All right. She sees you at the door and welcomes you in. The sly smile.
Oh man, maybe
Will you
that's
be
what-
staying here for the night?
Oh, I will be.
She beckons you in with a come hither type look. Shuts the door behind her.
At this point, I'm sitting on top of a table, kind of with my on my elbow with my one knee in the air, kind of like a paint me like one of your French girls type pose. Sipping on my ale while I'm flipping my dagger up in the air and catching it, kind of looking for something to do.
All right.
I'm very mini Fligginson and just like kind of laughing at what Jinzy's doing.
You see a dwarf come over and sees you flipping your dagger, and you don't know if you've seen this guy before, but he looks like he could be like a or something. There's a lot of miners in town. It's not just people looking for Wave Echo Cave, but just general miners here, like looking looking for veins and such. So he says he comes up to the table and slams down his beer mug and says, "You look like you're bored as fuck." Says, "Wanna drink?"
I kind of scoff a little bit. It's like, I'm already drinking, genius.
He says, "Not talking about that kind of drinking. How well can you hold your liquor?"
I kind of stop and pause and glance an eye. It's like, the question is, how well can you hold yours?
He just slowly has this big grin appear on his face, and he like shoves his way into the booth with you and motions to Toblin and says, "We've got a contest on our hands." And Toblin kind of looks at him and like rolls his eyes a bit, and to the barmaid Elsa, and she comes over and says, "Ah, I see you're good at more than one thing."
Oh, well, if you play your cards right, you'll learn a couple more tonight.
She winks at you and says, "Mug's coming right up." And
Assuming this is the same barmaiden from...
this is the same barmaid.
Yeah, okay, good.
All right. So let's see here. So she comes back with 3 mugs of each, and the dwarf looks at you and says, "We're gonna play a little dwarven roulette. You ever play this one before?"
No, I haven't. Eyes glazed.
Well, here's how it works. He says, "We're gonna get the old barmaid here to piss in one of these cups, and we're gonna both drink, and whoever drinks the one with the piss in it
Is
loses."
the winner? Oh. Yeah, right.
He says, "Well, I guess if you like it like that."
I kind of give him an incredulous look when he says that.
I jump up in my chair with my hands down by my side, the Superman pose. I was like, "Wow, this seems like a win-win-win to me."
And he looks at you and says, "No sniffing allowed."
You're no fun.
So he motions over to a female dwarf who's sitting on the other side, was at his table before, and he says, "Elgord, come here, I need your help." And he says, "We're playing dwarven roulette." She says, and she takes one of the mugs and goes into the back. She brings it back out, and she says, "All right, everybody close your eyes." And she proceeds to mix up the mugs on the table, and they're kind of like arranged in like a circle on the table. And the dwarf says, "Pick your poison."
Oh man. Okay. Is there like can I get like a layout or something like?
Oh sure. So there's 6 mugs, and they're arranged in like a circle.
Like a hexagon. kind of
So you
thing?
can pick like we'll just draw something on the.
Why don't we just roll a 1d6?
You can do
That's what we're gonna do. But
You can do like 12, 3, 6, 9,
yeah,
then,
let
like-
me see here.
a 1, 4, 7, 11.
Let me draw some dots or something. I think I can draw a polygon on here. Hold on a second. Is this gonna work? Can you guys see this?
Oh man,
No.
Oh
it's
god.
great that Ferran's not here for this because I might put a stop to it. But
All right. Well, we'll just say it's
not
1 and 2 are on top, and then clockwise around from there. How about that?
Okay. Cool.
All right, hold on. Let me do a roll real quick. All right, and let me switch the music up real quick. All right, so as you guys are getting started on this, you notice a few people are kind of notice what's happening, and a few people start crowding around and kind of talking amongst themselves, and you've got a little bit of an audience now, and you hear a couple cheers as you kind of step up and sort of crack your knuckles and look at the 6 pints of beer in front of you.
All right. Since I'm the biggest man here, I guess I'll go first.
Yeah, just looks at you and gives you a smile. You like the taste, do ya?
Look at him with the crazy eyes. That you have no idea.
All right. So, which number do you pick? You can pick one. Like I rolled the d6 on my end to figure out which one had the piss in it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So you can just pick which one you want.
I got you.
So
Let's go with. I'll pick that one, and I pick at the point at the 5th cup.
Okay. So as you lift the cup to your lips, you can describe what you do.
Well, do I know if it's the?
Well, I'll tell you what you.
Okay.
You,
So I kind of I hold the cup up to my lips, and I kind of pause, and I look around at everybody.
he says no sniffing.
And okay, I'm not. Calm down, jeez. And I kind of hold the cup closer to my mouth, and I look around at everybody to kind of draw in the excitement.
And then everybody starts chanting, "Chug, chug, chug, chug."
And I start kind of bouncing with the crowd as they chant "chug, chug," and then I very quickly and put it and slam it down on the table.
So as you gulp it down, it tastes like pretty watered down beer, but just tastes like beer.
And then I kind of stop and I taste my lips. No pee!
Everybody cheers! All right. So the dwarf's name is Thanarv, and he says, well, guess I'm up then. And he let me roll.
I hear the chug.
Chug, chug!
All right, so he takes the third one around. You took the 5th one around, right? You said,
Yeah.
Or okay. So he takes the third one around, looks at it a little bit, gives you a big grin, and says, "My secret, I don't mind the taste of piss." And he just chugs it back, and the crowd chants, slams it down on the table upside down.
Chug, chug, chug.
We still don't have a winner yet. Or a loser, I should say. Looks back at you. And you're feeling a little bit inebriated at this point after chugging a pint, even though it's not super strong ale.
Yeah, so I'm kind of standing in my chair at this point. It's like, okay. I'm just looking around at the cups, and I go, Eeny, and I put my hand on one of the cups, and I go, Minnie, put a hand on another cup, and I go, Miney, on the 3rd cup, and I go, Mo, and I grab the 1st cup, and I grab it and just turn it up really quick and chug it.
Nice. As you chug it down, it smells like beer, tastes like beer. Don't detect any dwarven piss in there, so you are in good hands.
So after I slam it down, I kind of look up and I go, love the taste of watered beer.
From the back, you hear somebody say, "Jinzy's my hero!" And just a cheer goes up from the back. And then now the crowd's starting to get more animated. Nobody has yet, and you start to hear betting kind of going on behind you a little bit. Like, 1 gold says he's gonna be the one that drinks it next. And
I turn around and say, "Hey, shut your mouth!" And I throw a dagger at him, missing him, hitting the back wall.
It embeds in the wall, and his eyes get real eyes. He shuffles away a little bit, but then kind of peeks slowly back around because he wants to know what happens more than anything. All right. Thane goes next. Thanarv. All right. Oh, I guess I have to do. Let's try this again. All right. So as he grabs a second cup, he brings it to his lips, and just for a moment, you see kind of a look go over his eyes, and he says, "Well, bottoms up." And he chugs it, and he's chugging and chugging, and the crowd's cheering. And as he gets about halfway through, you just hear him go, "Whoop, whoop, whoop." He drops the mug and just like turns around and hurls like piss-filled beer like all over the people like standing right behind you.
Oh no!
And just like holds his gut. Says, "Well,
yeah.
I guess I'm the winner." And
At this point, I hop up on top of the table with the two last beers in hand, and I say, "Well, you did good, kid. But there's only room enough for one man in this tavern." As I turn up one of the mugs and go to chug it.
Nice. So the crowd's just cheering in a frenzy at this point, and yeah, chug, 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 as you finish off your 2 beers.
Nice.
And Thanarv says, "Oh man, this is the best time I've had in a while, even if I do have to drink piss for it." He says, Thanarv Forge Ball, at your service if you ever need a hand. I'm always here to drink with you." And he says, 2 more, and he orders 2 more beers from.
Very nice. And so I stand up, and I kind of look around a little bit, and I chug the last beer in my hand, and basically I am scouring the bar for the barmaiden that showed me the good time the night before.
Nice. So Elsa comes back over with the two drinks and says, "Ah, I see you've won."
Oh, you have no idea. And I run over to the edge of the table, and I basically do the dirty dancing pose where I jump up in the air, and she catches me, and she's basically holding me up in the air, twirling around with my arms wide open.
Like Simba.
Yeah, basically.
All right, so as the crowd disperses a little bit, she puts you down and whispers in your ear, "I get off at 9.
And that whisper back is like, "You'll get off again, all right, after that."
So she gives you a wink as she goes back to the kitchen, more serving.
Nice.
All right, so it's now about 7 p.m. You spent a little time partying it up. Faron's having a good time, you might assume, at Sister Gariel's.
I walk up to Oratir. It's like, "Hey, Oratir, have you seen Faron?"
He snuck off a couple hours ago.
Ooh. Shall we go have some fun?
Yeah, I don't think I can drink anymore right now. Let's do it.
Okay, so we kind of sneak off to go find where Faron has snuck off to.
All right, make a perception check. Nice. All right, so Oratir, you don't really see anything, but Jinzi pick up on what looks like a little bit of Faron's elf footprints. He's, one of the only elves actually, kind of in the immediate vicinity, and you see his well-known shoe size, and you see a couple footprints going off towards Sister Gariel's house.
Ooh. Shall we go see what they're up to?
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. What was that look you just had in your face?
I had a moment there where I thought nothing good can come of this, but then I thought,
Yeah, you look like you had about 3 or 4 moments. Well, it's
what are you trying to say, Jinzy?
you know what? Forget it. Let's go. Let's follow the steps.
It's like, I was already thinking what they're up to. And then
All right, so you guys sneak around Gariel's home. Go ahead and make another perception check. If you're, are you like peeking in the windows, or what are you doing?
Yeah, we're just kind of sneaking around trying to figure out like what room they're in.
Can I get a health check on the
Yep.
Holla!
But Jinzy gets go ahead and do a stealth check anyway.
Okay.
Farone. not everybody, just Farone.
Oh man.
All right, so Farone,
Tell me about what we're doing.
what do they see in the window with Gary? The night is progressing.
Go ahead, Farone, and describe it to us.
Yep, you got to describe it.
Oh no. You weren't ready for this, were you?
Let me just make sure to flip this.
Here, I know a really good website for reference. Hang on a second.
It's about 7 p.m. for reference. So the night is still young.
Oh wait, the night's still young. Okay.
It's not like midnight or anything.
They sneak up upon us, and they see Gary and I sitting and chatting and enjoying a fine glass of wine with each other.
Gariel's kind of like brushing your leg with her foot as you guys sit at the table.
Oh, that's true, maybe.
All right, I kind of look over at Oratir and I'm like, do you see anything like useful that we could have a little fun with? Like, I don't know, like a bag of feathers or some soot or something.
Do you think you can make something that sounds like Farone's voice?
I kind of look at Oratir just like with this like evil grin, and I was like, it's frightening sometimes how much alike we think.
I think we can have fun with this.
Okay, so I was like, okay, you find something to cover him with, and I'll run back to the tavern and get a thing of ale. Okay, so I take off running back to Stonehill Inn to retrieve a cup of ale.
All right. Elsie gives you a mug of ale, questioning look in her eyes, but shrugs and hands it to you.
As I run off with the ale in my hand, kind of spilling a little bit here and there, I yell back, "It's for a good cause!"
Our entertainment.
All right, and I meet back up with Oratir.
What do you mean covered?
As he meets back up with Oratir, Sister Guriel's leg has drawn very far up the pant leg. Just saying.
She's kind of got her her arm out across the table at you and is like holding onto your arm as you guys chatting and looking deep into each other's eyes.
All right, Oratir, did you find anything?
I don't know what you mean by cover him.
Okay, fine. We'll work with what we got. All right, so basically, we stand ready, and I'm the window's open, right?
Yeah, the window's open. There's some of the windows have glass panes. This one has a glass pane, but it's cracked. Let the breeze in.
Okay, so I tell Oratir to stand back, as we're both kind of under either sides of the window, and I use my minor illusion to make what sounds right outside the window, what sounds like a couple of playful women having a pillow fight.
Wait, outside the window? Okay.
Yeah, right outside the window.
All right, fair enough. So Gariel looks up and says, do you hear that?
And Brown's like, ooh, what is that? That sounds very entertaining. And he goes over to the window.
As soon as Farone opens the window, I take the mug of mail and I just splash him in the face with it. And then I'm laughing so hard I run into Oratir and kind of like knock myself down as we scramble to get back up and make a break for it.
Gariel says, "Oh my, what just happened? Is that beer?"
Brown turns around, wipes the beer out of his face and his eyes. It's like, that would be my friends. That's what you may call them at this point.
She looks at you and kind of looks out the window to see where you're going. Says, "Well, we'll just have to get you all cleaned up, won't we?"
Describe
You're
it. Describe
welcome.
That we may. There is a lot of beer all over these my cloak Fear that may need a thorough washing.
All right, so you guys make your way back to a different room without an open and close the drapes. And there we will fade to black for whatever your imagination will hold.
That's funny.
After that, I'm gonna just stumble back to the hen house and sleep it off there.
All right, sounds good. All right, how about you, Jinsey?
Yeah, I'm going to make it about halfway between the Stonehill Inn and the Sleeping Giant, and I'm so like inebriated at this point, you know, and like out of breath from laughing, I just kind of fall down and fall asleep there.
Nice. All right, and with that, everybody does indeed get a long rest. And some get yet another hangover.
So I want to, during the long rest, since I only have 4 hours of rest, Ferran wanders over to the Stonehill Inn and finds the dagger that Jinsey threw and holds on to it for a little bit.
Very
no.
nice. Very nice. All right. You can put that guy in your inventory.
Won't be there long.
All right. All right. Well, you guys pass the night, and Jinsey, you wake up in the street. You got the inn to yourself, Oratir, and Ferran, I assume you passed the night at Sister Gariel's.
Yep.
And it is now the next morning. It's a rainy morning. The next morning, there's a nice drizzle coming down that actually face down in the street. As you wake up, you notice that there's a lot of there's a lot of footprints around you where you were laying. Your clothes are a little bit disheveled. We're probably like poking at you a little bit over the course of the night.
I kind of lean up and you know, kind of obviously like hungover and a little shaken, and she's like, and then it hits me. It's like, oh no. And I remember the promise I made to the barmaiden who was expecting to see me that night. So I do the noble thing, and I actually stumble back to the Sleeping Giant in hopes of dodging the barmaiden and the wrath that would come.
The noble thing.
Yeah.
Such nobility.
And that's where
so
you
it's
were,
about...
right, Ortier, the Sleeping Giant?
I'm just sprawled out on one of the tables.
Okay. All right, so you guys make your way back to the Sleeping Giant, and you know the rain's like down your point, Jinsey, and you're pretty well soaked by the time you get there.
During that's when, Ferran wakes up early. He goes, finds the dagger, and has some breakfast at the Stonehill Inn.
All right. Toblin serves you your breakfast and says, "Can I get you anything else before you head out?"
Oh, that is all. I believe I have much more to accomplish with my hatred.
All right, he gives you a nod.
I saw that look.
No, you weren't there.
I saw that look, John. I didn't see the look Ferran did, but I saw the look you did.
All right. What do you guys want to do?
All right, so I guess, you know, by this time I've made it back to the Sleeping Giant, and I see Ortier laying there, passed out, so I give him a little kick to wake him up. And it's like, let's go get some grub.
What is it? What time is it?
What time it is indeed.
It's about 7 a.m. You do have some grub in the kitchen, some like dried meat stuff in the Sleeping Giant. I mean, it's not fresh, but you do have some food in there.
Okay, yeah, I'll go in and grab some of that and start cooking it up.
All right.
Dagger to the kitchen.
Cool. All right. And Ferran, you're not here yet.
Okay. I will say, like, after about an hour of waiting, Ferran starts wandering over to the Sleeping Giant.
The hen house.
As he walks into the Sleeping Giant, the door bursts open, letting the light in, and like I kind of, like in a frenzy, just kind of startle, look over. It's like, what year is it?
So I'm in that. In that case, yeah, I walk over to Genzi and take his dagger and throw it right between his legs and be like, "Is this? Does this happen to be yours? And did you guys have fun last night?"
Yes, yes, and yes. As I take the dagger
You should
and
mention that.
yeah, put it in my inventory.
I bet we're the only ones that have fun.
So I kind of like look over at Ferone and kind of with an eye raised, and I'm like, be honest. What we did, it helped you, didn't it?
I will say it did not hinder.
Then it was a success. That's totally what we were going for. As I kind of raise my eyebrows and bury my head back into my ale, and I slam. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm good. I was just agreeing with you.
So after that, I chug my ale and I slam it down, and I stand up in the chair and say, "What do we do today?"
The same thing we do every day.
Well, I mean, I'd be okay with that, but I'm not quite sure where we're gonna find like 3 mugs the size of bears around here.
So we have the necromancer that has potential to go back to and talk to. We have the Cragma castle to go to, which apparently Gundren's at. If we want to, continue to leave him there or anything.
Well, before we go to the castle, I say we gather some more information on it. And it seems like that necromancer may know a thing or two about it.
We still know very little about this black spider.
Well, we could go kill the necromancer or beat it out of him.
So the guy that Colleen, the halfling, told you about was actually in Thunder Tree, not the necromancer. As far as like the druid she mentioned that knows the happenings in the area, and would potentially be able to help you out. He was the one that's in Thunder Tree.
But the mage at the tower knew about Spider, though, right?
He did. He had clearly heard of him,
Okay.
and seemed like he, well, when you told him that you worked, originally you were trying to like say that you worked for the spider, right? And then you said something else, and that made him not believe you, basically.
We said we didn't know the spider.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Well, we could go see the mage, or we could go see the druid. What are your thoughts?
Druid seems more friendly and potentially easier to give us information.
But less likely to kill people.
Less likely to kill people, yes.
Didn't see a whole lot of people with the necromancer.
Didn't see any people with a necromancer.
That's true.
So where does your alliance lie to Gundren then?
He owes me 10 gold.
He just promised me I got to kill things.
Well,
I get to kill things anyway. He doesn't need to promise me that.
I look over at Ortier's like, look, I'm easy, okay? Like,
We know.
what is it?
well, Gundren being my friend, I very much want to ensure that I save him, but I also want to ensure that I save him, so I want to know all the information going in.
All right, we'll go see the druid.
All
But
right.
can we not walk past the tavern though? You know.
Why?
No reason. Just
It's the shortest path.
I'm sure there's. Are you sure about that? Maybe we can walk behind it.
But why? It's the shortest path out of town.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Just stay on the right of me, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I gotta.
Do I look like I'm not doing anything? Like, what's going on?
Say what now?
Should I look like I'm not doing anything? Like,
Oh no, just that casual.
act casual. Okay.
Yep.
So hit on everyone.
Only if they have a pretty face.
Oh, did we lose Grocer?
I'm loading back in. My browser's being weird.
Gotcha.
All right, so you guys want to head out?
Yep.
Okay, let me do a little math here. All right. Let's see.
Oh, guys, he's doing math. We're fucked.
What do we tell you about that?
Yeah. When someone says it's like, "Oh, you want to leave? I need you to do a dexterity check." That means you're done.
So the route that Killeen showed you to Thunder Tree is the fastest route would be to go along the high road, extra time, and then cut off, follow the river up from, close to Neverwinter and follow it up to Thunder Tree. So doing that on the high road with your horses, you can probably make it in about 8 hours. So it's a pretty long ride. It's a good 65 miles. But if you're pushing the horses at a pretty good pace with no other burdens, you guys can make it in 8 or 9 hours.
So it'll be about 3 when we get there.
They should be pretty rested at this point.
Yeah, they've been in the stables at the hen house overnight.
Yes.
I'm gonna rename the map so I remember. No longer the sleeping giant.
Yes.
So I've been thinking about this name thing. And if we're going to be the owners of the hen house, I think Cock has to be in our name somewhere.
Cockhouse?
Like, I mean, we're getting into fights a lot, so maybe we can be the swinging cocks.
The sleeping cock?
You don't sleep.
Well, I mean, we want it to be,
It's the name of our group, though.
the sleeping.
Yeah, let's we'll talk.
We want it to be, what's the word I'm thinking of?
Epic.
We want the men to feel like they want to come.
Yes. Yes, we
We've already
wanted-
named the place the hen house.
we want it
We're
to
just
be
naming
epic.
our group.
We want it to be epic. We want it to be mighty. We want it to be the epic
Did we
mighty
actually name
cock.
our group? The epic mighty cock.
The purple cock.
Oh my god.
I kind of get confused and look over at Ortier's like, is yours get purple too?
We'll compare them someday.
Oh no. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Being completely honest, I normally lose those checks. So complete disadvantage. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
I'm gonna roll intimidation.
I mean, I can see that from here, big guy. You've been rolling that ever since we started hanging out together.
I get a second attack with it.
You look like you get a third and a fourth attack as well.
So name we're traveling at this point. We're just kind of
Yeah, you guys are on the road.
Yeah.
That's I don't know,
So-
man. I'm kind of in love with the hen house. Because we're gonna be serving the chickens, and then there's the
Well, that's the name of the place. I'm saying the name of our group.
Oh, the name of our group.
Oh, well, that's different.
What
Why
do
didn't
we
you
miss
say-
that?
what have we been arguing about for the last 4 hours?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, right.
So, but if we're the owners of the hen house, our group name could be related.
Could be. And what were you thinking? Sorry, we were distracted by thinking the name of the establishment first.
Yeah. So
mean-
I'm thinking, what rules the hen house?
Vagina.
So
Yeah.
I've got it. So the name of the establishment is the hen house, and since we've shown up, we've been doing all sorts of things to impress the townspeople. So the name of our group could be Cock and Awe. Kind of like shock and awe, but cock and awe. I'm kind of upset I had to explain at this point.
I'm thinking about it. I mean, it fits.
I give him the finger guns as I give him the glare.
It does for now.
You're gonna argue with cock and all. That seems to be your entire MO.
at least the cock part.
I didn't say I was arguing with it now. I was saying I might argue with it later.
Garel took him back another night. The awe is kind of implied at this point.
What? Look. I didn't have to roll performance this time.
Well, she felt bad for you for the first time, so she probably never asked again. All right, so until we find a better name, I jump up on the wagon or my horse and I draw my short sword and I raise it to the sky. We are Cock and Awe.
Nice.
Works that
As wind. I need that cape that Orchard has that blows dashingly in the wind.
That's right.
I'll billow it for you.
I appreciate that.
All right.
Let me take notes.
So you guys make your way down the trail. It's still raining at this point. Like a nice drizzle has been happening all day, and overcast. And you hear a little bit of thunder out in the distance. But nothing like right up on you. So the storm is still pretty far away. You kind of grab on the road bite from your stores that you brought along, your provisions, and you do a quick stop to not make camp, but just stop for a break and then keep on. And around 3 p.m. you arrive with all the way back almost to Neverwinter, and you veer off to the right and follow the river up, and you approach and the ruins of Thundertree. And this is what you see.
But yeah, where exactly are we going? I don't remember.
So this is called the Ruins of Thundertree. That's what Colleen told you. And as you show up, the trail basically becomes like an old, overgrown lane, like winding between dilapidated buildings. The buildings are really old. They're choked kind of with vines and brush. And ahead of you, in the middle of the settlement, there's a steep hill that rises. And you see a fairly large stone tower with a partially collapsed roof and an adjoining cottage kind of up here to the north. There's a dirt road that hugs the base of the hill and wends its way between old stone houses. There's quite a few houses. This used to be a small town. Many of the houses are roofless, with interiors open to the weather. And you see, rain pattering down inside some of them. You're kind of winding your way up the trail. The whole place has a very eerie silence about it. As you kind of enter on the trail, you wouldn't as you ride up, as you slow your horse. And it says, "Danger! Plant monsters and zombies. Turn back now."
Does the sign have to make an intimidation check?
I was gonna say, is this like
you tell me.
Is this like a little shop of horrors?
Right.
Can I befriend these plants?
So I'd like to stealth and go in and check one of the buildings.
Okay, go ahead and roll for a stealth check. All right, you feel fairly stealthy as you're going in. Not like stepping on any like twigs or making anything super loud as you're creeping around. All right, so how about the rest of you guys? Are you following him or staying back a little bit?
I'll stay back here.
I'll stay back.
Okay. All right, so Jinzi, where do you want which building?
I'm gonna do this first one on the right here.
This one here?
Yeah.
Okay. It's as you approach, you see it looks kind of like a farmhouse, or it used to be a farmhouse, And it's now kind of half swallowed with dense thicket with trees growing up through the ruined foundation. The lane continues kind of a short distance past the ruin before ending in like an overgrown field. Yeah. Do you want to go in, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I guess I can't. I don't. Do I have the ability to detect traps?
Yeah, you can certainly look for them.
Yeah, let's before I enter, let me do kind of like a perception thing.
Okay, yeah, do a perception check then. All right, you peer into the house, and it seems fairly still, but you do hear some rustling, sort of the large shrubbery. And when I say shrubbery, I mean like overgrown large area of shrubbery, multiple bushes and trees and things that is kind of like behind the house back here.
Back where?
Back. Oh, hold on. Back here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So.
Okay, so you step into the house. There's some old furniture that's decayed at this point. The walls are shambled. There's lots of holes. The half of the roof is open. Trees growing inside here. So the house has clearly been abandoned for many, many years.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of sneak back and tell the group, hey guys, so I checked this first house and I don't really see anything except for shrubbery. Nothing that resembled a plant monster, but we should probably do a little further investigation.
All right. Split up, or do we want to stay together?
Let's stay together.
All right, I'll follow behind you then.
Okay, you guys all moving stealthily together?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, stealth checks for everyone, except Jinsey. You already got yours.
I'll stay at least 20 feet behind them.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's see
rightfully so.
here. So, hold on a second. Let me do some math. Okay. As you guys are walking along, Oratir kind of steps on a twig, and you hear a large snap as you're walking this way, and it kind of echoes a little bit through the silence, and nothing else really happens, but it was a pretty loud sound.
Okay.
Whoops.
So I kind of lead them to the house, and kind of tell them to halt real quick.
Okay.
And I use my minor illusion to make a noise right here that kind of sounds like a loud bird.
Okay. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! All right. You hear some rustling in the bushes, and what you see coming around the corner from this kind of rear opening to the house is a gnarled-looking sort of tree man, and it looks like kind of a humanoid figure, but it's completely either encased or completely made of twigs and kind of looks like the bottom half of a tree. Let me give you guys a visual here, and you recognize it as Twig Blight. And the monster kind of looks at you and sees you in the opening and hisses at you and then starts shambling towards you.
I kind of look over at Oratir. It's like, that's not really what I imagined it sounding like, if I'm being completely honest with myself. Like a hiss,
Does that matter?
Well, I mean, just making conversation.
So as you say that,
Of course you are.
as you say that, the Twig Blight, you hear his like creaking sort of steps as like the wood's like rubbing, sort of against his different joints and stuff, and he starts lunging for you through the house. So go ahead and roll initiative, everybody.
Select your character first.
You have disturbed the Twig Blights.
It was a bird.
Indeed, it was a bird.
Josh did a bad bird just so we would get caught.
Yeah, I was thinking more of like a. He was like, "Caca,
Wow,
motherfucker, caca!"
Next time you should do that. Maybe I'll give you an advantage or something.
Okay, fair point. Fair point.
All right. Let's see here.
Ryan, don't you have a soundboard? You could like.
I am a soundboard. But yes, I do, and I should. Oh my goodness gracious!
So as you see the first one lumber in, all of its compatriots start lumbering in, and you kind of eye them up as they're you. They don't look particularly fearsome. I mean, they're odd, clearly, but they don't look like they couldn't be handled fairly easily with like a good blow of an axe or sword or something.
So I have speak with small beasts. Am I able to?
They are not small beasts. They are humanoid size,
Okay.
and they're not actually beasts.
No, that's fair.
They're not small or beasts.
Yeah.
You're also not.
Small or beast.
Yeah, I guess I can't do anything with that.
Actually, these guys are gonna go this
No,
way.
fuck your speak with small beasts.
All right, let me get the initiative order up. Sorry about that.
Speak with small beasts is how you talk to your junk.
Whoa.
Oh.
We'll talk about this later.
Not if you use the speak with small beasts. We
it,
roll.
it needs some encouragement, okay?
All right, this one's a little bit stuck, and this is like a double square map, so it's twice like each square. You have to zoom in quite a bit to see like a normal size square, so the distance is like doubled from what it normally is. Just FYI. So I'm like zoomed into like 200% just to see what's going on. All right, so this guy's gonna run in here and take a swipe at you, Jinzi, and he just comes charging at you. You see kind of in his interesting eyes sort of a bloodlust as he charges at you.
Ugh.
And he swipes at you with his claws. And that's a 14 to hit.
Yeah, I'm AC of 14.
Okay, so that hits. He hits you for 2 piercing damage, so he just rakes you with his claws a bit and blood, but not much
So
actual damage.
So real quick though, I actually wanted to bring this up. So as a dual
Yeah.
wielder, I gain +1 bonus to AC while I'm wielding separate melee weapons in each hand, which I am. So that
I added that to your... I checked on that earlier on your sheet, and I added a global AC bonus to your sheet.
Okay, so that's already
So
okay.
let me see it. Let me check if it's checked off or not, but it should be on there. Let's see. Frick, did I put that?
The DM.
Well, it was on there. Let me see here. I don't think it's on there now. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna add it. In that case, he would have missed.
Okay.
So it is 1. Okay, so yeah, your AC is 15 now.
Okay.
Okay, so he misses. Or he hits you and it kind of glances off your... Okay, next Ortier, you're up.
Oh, and
Okay, I guess I'm gonna rage.
If I have to.
okay.
I'm gonna yell at them. I'm not gonna frenzy though.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move behind this guy.
Okay. Go ahead.
And then attack him.
Go for it.
12.
That just misses, unfortunately. So you slam your axe into him and kind of like cuts off part of his wooden body, but doesn't really seem to have actually hurt him. All right. Anything else?
I'm gonna cry in my corner.
Okay.
Big rage-filled tears.
All right, Ferran's up.
Here he comes. Dart
Here he
back,
comes.
easy.
Come back.
That's exactly how I imagined Ferone wanting to. So I think he gets style points for that, Josh.
Nice. You can get
Get
inspiration for that.
move around. I'm going to move. Yeah, I'll move up to here,
Okay.
and then spells. A lot of wait.
Keep forgetting to put my battle music on. Get something here. Let's see.
I like this music.
You want to leave this on for the Twig Blight battle?
It's got like bird calls and.
Okay, I can leave it on.
I'm just messing with you, John.
Hey, man. To each his
I
own.
was appreciating it before.
Let's
Actually, I might. Oh, I,
turn it down a little.
so
Should it sound more like wood chopping?
I know, right?
has this guy hasn't been hit at all?
None of them have been hit at this point.
Yeah, fuck it. So, oh shit, that's not what I want to do. Oh my gosh, I'm clicking all the wrong things. That guy and that guy. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna spend a sorcerer point.
Okay,
Your twin spell.
go for it.
I'm gonna click, or I'm gonna attack this guy and this guy with a firebolt.
Okay,
So,
fire in the hole.
so first guy up top. Oh jeez.
Oh, Jesus
critical
Christ. All right,
Yeah.
do the next one.
Second guy down below.
Okay, second one hits, and go ahead and roll for damage on the second. Nice. All right, so you fire your first bolt off, and it actually hits kind of the shoulder of Jinzi as you're firing it, and just like singes Jinzi's shoulder a little bit. Go ahead and do 1d6 divided by 2 damage, Jinzi, of fire damage to you.
So is it? You said one.
Just roll a 1. Just roll a 1d6. Wait, what?
You can do math operations.
So 1 point of damage. As like singes the edge of your cloak. All right, second one. Go ahead.
A middle finger.
All right, the second one fires and hits the bottom twig blade here, and you hear it kind of let out this kind of strange, otherworldly, kind of scream, and it catches, and not only like catches, but it emblazons with fire. Ooh. And it goes up like really quickly and just poof, and actually it singes the two guys next to it too.
Nice.
So they each take a couple points of damage. I'm gonna roll for that. All right. Yep. All right. So they're the two guys next to it are like smoldering a little bit, and the middle guy is now down. All right.
I'm smoldering a little bit too.
All right. Anything else you want to do for him?
No, that's it.
All right, Jinzi, you're up.
Cool. So I'm gonna apply. You said they're made of wood, right? So these aren't really like creatures. So I don't think I need.
Yeah, they are. They appear to be made of wood, and for Round's firebolt, they go up pretty quickly.
Okay.
They're made of very
Well, I was gonna say I'll apply my poison as an action to my dagger.
Okay.
May not need it, but just in case. And then I'm going to attack this one right here in front of me.
Okay, go for it. All right, with advantage. Well, yeah, that definitely hits either way. So yeah, how does he go down?
So basically, I stab him effectively, kind of in the back. My dagger kind of sticks a little bit, but then I notice that the tree actually absorbs the poison that's in my dagger, and it kind of, slowly spreads throughout the trunk, kind of withering it until he just falls over.
Nice. All right. He is done. Okay, anything else you want to do?
No, I think I'm gonna kind of stay back. I don't want to get near him and get burned if Faron's gonna be doing his fire damage, which seems to be beneficial. So I'm just gonna hang back and
okay.
Yeah, that'd be good.
All right. So what I'm gonna do, since there's so many of them, I'm gonna do for the three guys. Let's initiatives here. I need to read up on the rules. There's actually rules for doing bulk combat in the DM's guide if there's just a ridiculous number of enemies. This one's not, so maybe I'll just do these real quick. All right. And Faron, you're kind of, let me check the, yeah, okay. I need my measuring tool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
All right, so they're gonna go there. Actually, let me check the speed on these guys. I think they're. Oh, their speed's only 20. All right. So he. Oop, oh, Jesus Christ! What did I just do? Wrong layer. All right, so he's gonna make it to about there. He's. Let's see who's next. That was him. Who was that? That was the wrong guy. He's gonna make it to about here. He's gonna make it to here and attack you. All right, he's gonna attack Ortier for 18. And Ortier, he does 5 piercing damage to you.
Oh, you hit me?
Yeah, 18. Does that hit?
That hits, yeah.
Okay, so 5 divided by 2, so it'd be 2 piercing damage.
Yep.
All right. Next one is running up here. Next one is running up here. And he's gonna dash. Actually, both these guys are gonna dash. And let's see who's next. He's dead. All right, this guy that was partially singed is also running up here. 19 to hit on Ortier and does 2 piercing damage, so 1 to you.
But I raged.
Yeah. And Ortier, you're up now.
Alright, I'm gonna attack this guy right here.
Okay. Go for it.
24.
Oh!
Definitely hits. Jesus.
Holla.
Oh!
All right. How does he go down with the chopping the wood there?
So I need you to put on like an active logging operation music now.
I'll get that one for next time.
One worthy of a Paul Bunyan.
I
Nice.
picture him just over there like, I've been working on the railroad. Oh.
All right. That was the guy on the bottom, right? This one?
Yeah. No, it was the guy to the left.
There's a
of
guy
me.
to the left, yeah.
All right. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Ferron. Ferron, you're seeing a kind of a group of them sort of coming through the opening over. Made it inside.
I can go through friendlies, right?
Yeah, if you want to step, you can go here if you want.
There, there. There's okay. So let's see. Let's do this. I will cast my flaming sphere
Okay.
right here. There.
All right. Let me grab that.
Block them off.
Like right next to me.
Yeah, you got a turn to get away from it.
Okay.
Doesn't affect you until the end of your turn.
Where's he gonna go though?
Down. Same way I'm going.
I'll enter the room.
So, and then yeah, I'm going to move. Yeah, I'll move to there.
All right, Ferron, you can control the flames now. You should be able to move it. So wherever you want
Okay.
to put it.
Yeah, no, it's fine right there, and that'll be my
Okay.
turn.
All right. Let's see, Jinzi, you're up. So you got to make. Well, actually, if you stay there at the end of your turn, you have to make a con save.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move to right here, and
for
I'm gonna attack this homie.
Okay. And that's let's
I've
see.
got advantage on
You.
sneak attack, so
Yeah, but you're. Oh, right, because
yeah.
that's right. I forgot.
Is that-
Okay. Yeah.
Wall there, or
What's that?
isn't this a wall?
I don't think so. Let me check.
That's
this
just like a brush.
That is not a wall. That's not a wall.
Okay, so it's just like stones or something on the ground.
Yeah, the walls. This particular case, it's only around the edge there.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Okay, so you hit him and destroy him. How do you want to do it?
Same thing. I kind of like, as I run around Ortier, I kind of roll, do a diving roll behind him. Come back with my dagger venom into him. Again, Dagger only going about an inch in, but you know the creature's sucking in the poison to do a lot of the damage and die.
Cool. As these creatures are dying, you do see like red blood kind of coming out of them, which is a little interesting since they're tree people.
Sure. And then from here, well, that's my one action. So for my
Still have a bonus action.
yeah, for my bonus action, I'm actually going to move over here, right next to Throne.
Okay. All right. Next up, the twig blight that is outside the door here. He's gonna go, and he does not try to go through the fire. Instead, starts backing up and starts going around the other side of the building, and you hear him kind of shambling over there. And let's see, this guy's dead. All right, this guy also follows him around. Same with this guy.
Oh, jeez.
All right. And let's see, we got one more. All right, this guy comes up through here, shambles his way over to you, Jinzi, and takes a swipe at you. His claws. 10 to hit. Pretty sure that misses.
Misses.
All right. You block it with your armor. Or it's here. You're up.
I'm gonna come over here
Alrighty.
and attack this guy.
Go for it.
21
That definitely hits. All right.
12 damage.
You chop him down and just like literally half. The body kind of splits, and you see some humanoid or kind of gets buried in the twig blight, but the exterior is completely made of wood.
Mm.
All right. Anything else you want to do?
I want to dance. No.
All right. I won't stop you. All right, Farone.
All right.
It was a good move on that.
So I can move. I can't. So, gosh, this is complicated because. So I don't necessarily have line of sight where the flaming spear is going. Right?
I think we're fine with that. You can sense it, or we're gonna play it that way.
I mean, I'm. Whoops,
He doesn't know
I
what
didn't
to
mean
do.
to- Yeah, I don't know where.
You don't know that they're there. That's true. Yeah, so you wouldn't know.
No,
You wouldn't know where to send it.
But it can go. What, 20 feet on my turn?
You can move it as a bonus, so you can move yourself, and then if you want to
Right.
try to get line of sight, and then
Move the sphere up to 30 feet. And ram it into a creature as. Interesting.
there is an opening back here, as well as obviously
Yeah.
the opening you guys can.
Oh, and that put me out there all by myself. Or I could also.
And I like the orb where it is.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
The orb where it is.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's
You don't want me
keeping
to
them.
flame it into anyone?
Yeah, it's causing them to funnel. So
Alright. I can just set up for.
You can
What
hold
did
an
the-
attack if you want. So there is a. We haven't
Ooh.
done it yet, but there is a thing. So you hold an attack, and you give me the conditions, and then the action on your turn, you can loose it, and then you will also have a normal action and bonus action on that same turn.
That's true. I forgot about that. In that case, yeah, I'm going to hold till. Yeah, basically until like one of the guys is right in the doorway.
Okay, on this bottom doorway.
Yeah.
Okay, and what spell are you holding? Fireball?
Yeah.
Firebolt? Okay. All right, so I'm going to put a little marker on you just to indicate that you are holding a fire spell. Whoa, it's a very large marker. I guess when your icon's half size, it doesn't work quite as well.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right, so that's it for you. Jinzi, you're up.
cool. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, I kind of would prefer to fight them inside where they funnel in. So I'm gonna. Can I move down right here? Is this the spot?
You can also hold an action if you want to. Yep, I'm action. Yep.
Yeah, I guess I'll move right here and then I can hold an action.
Yeah, tell me what
Yeah,
if it's an attack or what you want to do, and then conditions are for triggering it.
Yeah, I'll sit here and I'll hide, and then hold the action to stab whatever comes into this spot with my dagger.
Okay, make a stealth check for the hide. All right, you are definitely hidden.
Noise.
Put the little ghost back on you. All right, cool. So you're holding your action. The twig blights come shambling around the corner, and I think all three. So we're just gonna cycle through them. This guy can make it around. Let me just be accurate with distance here. All right, so he makes it right to the door, but doesn't step in. You guys are behind him. And let's see, who's this last one? Oh, he's dead. Okay, Orator, you're back up. And you see them in the doorway.
Should I attack him
Actually,
now?
yeah. So yeah, Faron, that triggers your reaction, and actually, Jinzi, you can hit it. He's on a diagonal, so you guys can both do your. Faron, you go first. 13 hits. Go ahead and roll for damage. Nice. All right, you want to describe it?
Oh man. Yeah, I just
Yeah. How does he die?
hit him with a fireball, and he just goes up in flames, runs off, trying to find some water, but just disintegrates.
Nice. All right. He actually does a little bit of damage to the ones that are kind of coming behind him, but you can see that from where you're at. So, all right. I guess Jinzi, your reaction expires since your turn is passed, and Faron did the deed. All right, Orator, you're up.
Wait, his action expires?
Yeah, because you hold it for like a turn.
Well, you hold
then-
it to your next turn, I thought.
Yeah, but the
His
twig
next
blights-
turn's coming up anyway, so
The twig blights all went already, so there's nobody left to come through.
Okay.
What I'm getting at.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. I'm going to step into the doorway,
Okay,
and I'm going to attack this guy.
go for it.
There's a 14.
That hits. Yep. All right. How does he go down?
Just cleave his misshapen wooden head from his shoulders.
Tumbles off, goes rolling into the bushes. Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Faron, it's now your official turn.
all right.
Take your little icon off. So yeah, you had used your reaction for this turn already. Is basically how that works. So you don't have a remaining reaction for this turn, but you have your normal action and bonus action.
If I go here, I should have line of sight on that guy, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
And you're standing next to your fireball.
That's true.
I am standing. Well, so then I will go one down.
Fair.
That's still line of sight, yeah.
You see, he's a little bit charred from the explosion of the fireball from the other guy you hit.
Well, he's about to be more charred because I'm shooting another fireball at him.
Go for it. All right.
Ugh.
Let's see. You do. Yeah, that sails over his head and just misses him.
All right, that's all I'll do.
Jinzi.
Sure. I'm actually going to run out and run down next to him.
Go for it.
And then do a. Am I still stealth?
Yeah.
Because I didn't get to use my thingy, but.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to think about how I want to play that in the future. I'd say if you run like right in, that will take you out of stealth. Like ideally, you would be coming from like him. I know we don't have like directional markers on this, but he's kind of like moving towards the doorway, so he's like looking right at
That's fair. Okay, that's fine. So I'll just take off my sneak attack for this and just hit him with my
you.
dagger.
Okay, cool. All right, that definitely hits, and there's plenty of damage to kill him. Way more than actually has health.
Cool. So yeah, running up to him, I kind of like slide in the dirt to stop, and then just stick out my dagger and let the poison do most of the work as he
Nice.
absorbs it and falls over.
As he falls to the ground, he kind of clutches at your leg a little, just like a hungry look. But then, expires a few seconds later as the poison does its work. So you get the sense as you've killed these guys that they were, sort of unnatural, and probably were not as nature intended.
Gotcha.
All right, that ends combat for now. Made short work of those guys. As you're finishing up fighting these guys, you hear a soft step from behind you, and kind of coming out of the building. Coming out of the building behind you, see a man dressed in kind of a green hooded cloak. Kind of has some furs wrapped around him, and he looks like kind of gaunt. He's got a white beard coming down his chest and sort of his robes. Looks like he has maybe leather armor on underneath his robes. You can see a little bit kind of peeking out. And he's kind of walking with a staff. And he just kind of stops and notices you guys, as you've been fighting, and he's heard the fireballs and stuff, or firebolts, and he comes out and starts approaching.
From which way? You said the building out from behind us?
Yeah, he's over here. If you can't see
okay.
him because of the lighting. Yep.
Cool. So I kind of make my way, and I want to stealth and kind of approach from the side of the building through that brush.
Okay, roll a stealth check. Check his.
I'll start moving up here.
All right. Okay, you are stealth, Jinzi.
Okay. So yeah, I want
And
to.
he does not appear to see you.
Cool. So I'm just gonna kind of hang out right here and kind of linger until we figure out who this guy is.
Okay. Let me put your stealth
note that.
marker on.
Wander around, be like, "Hello, who goes there?"
He says, well met, traveler. I am Rydoth. Who are you?
It's Pharaon.
I see you have dispatched with the twig blights. What brings you to the ruin?
Wow.
Search for the
What?
the druid.
Oh, we're in a search of the druid. Do you know?
He kind of cocks his head and looks at you and says, well, you've found him.
Oh, is that so?
Were
you in command of these twig blights?
He laughs a little bit at that. Command of these twig blights. No, you mistake me. I have been here for many years, and I am a member of the Emerald On. We seek to restore the balance of nature to these blighted lands. Sadly, I'm the only one here for so it's an uphill battle, but I've been here for many years, and try to keep the forces at work here at bay. Why would you seek me out? Who told you of me?
We need your assistance.
He kind of cocks his eyebrow at that. What could I possibly assist you with?
Then to get out here.
I come walking out of the bush and unstealthed and approach and say, "What can you tell us about Black Spider?"
He says, Black Spider. And he kind of looks a little bit, thinking. He says, I've not heard directly of a Black Spider. However, it is well known throughout the lands that the Spider Queen Lolth has many followers. So if I had to hazard a guess, maybe one of her followers. But it's impossible for me to say. I have no knowledge of anyone specifically called by such a name.
Have you heard anything about the what's the castle name? The
Cragma
Cragma Castle?
what do you know of Cragma
Yeah.
Castle?
He says, Cragma Castle. Are they still at work? The goblins?
Goblins?
The goblins there, huh?
He says, yes, well, if you haven't been there, it is indeed a old ruined castle in the southern part of forest here. You know, fairly long ride from here, but where are you coming from?
Phandelver.
Phandelver, yes. It's actually not far from Phandelver. I'm surprised you haven't run into those goblins already. The activity I've heard has been happening.
We've steered clear of them. We also hear a rumor that they've taken hold of our friend Gundren.
I know of no Gundren. However, I can definitely provide you directions to Cragma Castle. I know of its whereabouts. I've been there many times. I don't go now, of course, because it's occupied, but in the past it has not been.
Do you know of any like secret passageways or ways that we could like secretly infiltrate?
He thinks for a minute and says, the castle is, in disrepair, or was last time I visited it. Unless anyone has made repairs, there are definitely openings to the outside. As far as secret passages, I don't know of any. The front door is definitely not the only way to get in.
Cool. Yeah, so if you could do us a favor and mark this map, we'd be much appreciated, and we would be more than happy to return the favor if there was anything you needed to help, restore the balance of this unfortunate place.
He smiles at that and says, I like you already, stranger. There's many things that need doing here, as you've already seen. There's quite a few creatures and other unnatural things that inhabit this, and there's also some larger things here, which maybe a party like yourself could handle. But so he scrawls on your map and marks the location of the castle, and he adds some notes on there to like give you sort of directions on how to find it in the woods. So it's it's very specific, and you have no doubt that you'll be able to find the exact location from these directions. He says, the Emerald Enclave, we are wilderness survivalists. We're trying our best to root out threats here, but there's actually a larger threat in this area, aside from the zombies and the blights that you've already encountered. There's a green dragon up at the tower. He's a young dragon, but still dangerous nonetheless, as you might gather. If, perchance, you could drive him out for me, I could perhaps reward you in some way, but at the very least, you would be doing me and my order an incredible favor, and I would owe you a huge favor if you could make that happen. I've also seen cultists running around. I believe they're from an order known as the Cult of the Dragon. But I don't know what their business is here, but I'm seeing them lurking in the ruins from time to time. But the dragon himself is dangerous, capable, and I believe his lair is here because here that I believe this is where he's chosen to make his lair.
Is there no way that the dragon can be reasoned with?
Well, he kind of chuckles a little bit and says, I have not really attempted that. The dragon would make very short work of me by myself. However, a strong adventuring party like yourselves may stand a chance against him. But dragons are known for their wiliness, and I'm sure he will try to make a deal with you or try to convince you to maybe help him somehow. But just beware and be on your guard.
Fair. I walk over to the group. So, what say you fellas? The dragon or to Gundren? It has been a few days, and I'm sure Gundren, if he's still alive, would be more than happy for us to break him out of there.
Is there any urgency to killing the dragon?
Is there any urgency to killing the dragon?
Yeah.
Question.
I'm repeating the question to the druid.
He kind of shrugs his shoulders and said, he's been here. I don't think he's planning on leaving anytime soon.
I'd say we go after Gundren then.
Agreed.
I would say other quests. Now that we've forgotten about it, we should ask Gariel to come with us for potential healing endeavors.
Good call. I turn to the druid. Anything else on your mind you wouldn't mind disclosing?
Well, depends on what you want to know about, but that's all I know about Cragma Castle.
What else is in this forest?
Yeah.
Well, chuckles a little bit. Many things, some that I know about and some that I don't, but too many to list here. But in this specific area, you will definitely run into zombies, potentially some spiders, and the twig blights you've already seen. And that's probably mostly it.
I turn to the druid and I say, well, good sir, we appreciate the info. Unfortunately, saving our friend Gundren is a timely matter, but I do promise that we will return and help you with that dragon problem.
Very well. He nods and just kind of unceremoniously turns and walks to his house without another word. He goes inside.
All right, so do we want to head back down to Phandelver? Maybe do a rest, get Gariel, and then head to the castle?
What time of day is it?
It's about 6 p.m. now. Wait, when did we say you got here? 3?
I
think it was 3. It was 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll say 4.
So then we make it back down to Phandelver. That'll be like midnight.
I'm getting tired IRL.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is probably a good stopping point for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out next time.
Cool.
Cool.
All right, gents. Well, I'll take some notes and we'll pick it up next time.
Do you want to do experience now or hold it off till next time?
Definitely want to go.
There's not going to be a whole lot from the twig blights, but I will get you whatever they are.
I mean, we can do it
Twig
next
blights
Make sure
are...
Definitely wanted to finish it off by going back to town, and then we can pick up whoever.
Okay,
Gariel.
yeah, we can do that part if you want. From the twig blights, you got... That's like 7, 8. Only about 75 XP each.
Okay.
All right, so you guys hit the road again, ride back through, and it takes you a little bit longer. The horses are point, so you get there about 2 in the morning instead of midnight. And make your way back into Phandelver without any further incident.
Making our way to Phandelver.
It stopped raining at this point and is just overcast.
Okay.
Cool.
What time did you say we got back?
About 2 in the morning.
Okay. I'll just note that down.
Yep. The inn is still open, but the sort of bar area is closed, and it's open for sleeping or whatever. But
I'd say we go back to the hen house, just get some sleep.
Agreed.
Agreed.
all right, you guys make your way back there, and that's where we will finish it for now. Unless there's anything else you want to do first.
Nope.
Nope.
Cool.
Huh?
I gotta replace this sleeping giant thing with the hen house now.
The hen house.
I don't have I have no way of writing on the text tool. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see. Area. Oh, they have interesting fonts. Let's see what this looks like. The hen. Wow, that'll have to do. That's about the best I got.
Hey, it's fine.
We're not worried about it.
6.
If it has a label.
Whoa, Jesus Christ. Hey, there we go. Nice. Alright. Oh, it's like snapping. That's weird. Let's see. Layer. Alright. Cool. Alright, GG, guys. You guys did a lot that session.
Yep, that was a good session.
Grab Bailey, take her out, and go.
That's good, man.
Have a good night, John.
Peace out, buddy.
I feel like John was like getting more drunk just from getting tired.
You
That's good.
closing out the stream, Ryan, or?
Yeah, let me do that. I'll be right back.
Alright, cool.
Alrighty. Oh, looks like, let's see. Yep, thanks everybody for stopping by. Not sure when our next session is going to be, but it'll be when it is. So until then, have a good night, a good week, and I will talk to you later.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of didn't make a whole lot